Pokemon. That's
No, it is not Pokemon at all. It's just a remix.
What is the song from? I actually quite like it.
Sophisticated Fight, the Zanmai remix.
Oh, nice.
It's from an album of the game's soundtracks.
nice.
Cool. And we're live on YouTube. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, Mom!
Hello.
Cool.
Hi, Mom. If you can get this, how is it in heaven?
Oh.
Oh.
Now.
Jesus.
Say Happy Father's Day to all those Britons out there. Potentially Europeans.
Is it-
I don't know.
Is it Father's Day in Britain?
Yeah.
Britain?
Father's Day today.
Happy Father's Day to everyone in Britain.
I don't know if Father's Day is different in every country or something. I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah,
Well, it's definitely not Father's Day in Finland, so you know.
I'm really bad with keeping up with this shit. I have no idea.
apparently today over here as well. I didn't know. But now I do. Happy Father's Day to all the dads that are watching, which is probably, I don't know. least
Probably zero. No, we get a few.
I
views
hope
after
you've
the
all
stream,
been
so-
good daddies.
Cool.
Yes.
So as usual, we're going to do a recap. Usually it's the person with the lowest potential, but again, I don't want to make you do it again and again and again, Elephant, if you don't want to. So if we have a
Take it
volunteer,
away!
if you have a volunteer, feel free to step forward. If not, I'm more than happy to do the recap.
Well, I can do it. I did watch part of the last episode to refresh my memory, because I assumed this would happen.
Oh.
You should put it on your
Well,
bingo
according
card.
to
Elephant
Kitty.
has to recap.
At this point, might as well.
It would have been Pablo, but he decided not to come, so it's Elephant again.
Words.
He just doesn't want to read the recap. That's why he's not here.
That's exactly why he's not here. Yes, so last episode, we've been informed that a gruesome murder happened through the digivice of our new friend Utimio. So Sonia just rushed to the scene thanks to our teleportation powers, while the rest of the crew just semi-teleported, semi-flew away. Just took a lot more longer there, but they did take everybody else, every NPC around in the newly created pocket dimension. And we realized later that it would have been simpler if Sonia picked everyone up in the pocket dimension in the first place, but shush. So we arrived on the scene too late. Murder did happen already. The Moneyman already set up a crime scene, police duct tape stuff. I don't know. He's taking his job very seriously. Thanks to magical powers, we could rewind through time like a surveillance camera that may or may not exist. So we could see all the details of the murdering happened. Yeah, it certainly did happen. We didn't learn much besides the fact that this is a new Digimon called Turfamon. It's nothing personal. It didn't look like he was doing it out of pure malice or something. Yes, we learned that it was part of the Digi Assassins, something like this. We got some parchment that we could use to contact the Digi Assassins, but that's only a one-way ticket, so we'll see what we do with this. Meanwhile, what happened? Yes, Taisto, I don't remember if it happened right away, but Flay Wizardmon, yes, because we were talking about how Wizardmon died and probably got back to Witchelney, and that Einari was probably going to Witchelney as well. So the new objective for Taisto and Ghostmon is to get there ASAP, which Keramon heard and proposed a proposed one of his, perfect deals that never go bad. We don't know if Lewis accepted or not. It seemed like he refused, but who knows? Might be revealed later on. We'll see. We'll see. Came back, and angels attacked again. And Pablo went there first alone, but he didn't do a great job and ended up getting bullied, beat up by a few Pidormon that he could have wiped out very easily, but he couldn't. He was a weak little boy, and this bullying triggered the Dark Evolution in Dark Tyrannomon, Gazimon. It became X-Tyrannomon and giggled like a maniac while decimating everything in his path. Pablo eventually calmed him down and saved the day. Yep, and everything is fine. Post-credit scene. Yes, we went back to Vandemon Myotismon Castle to see Tagayaki's friend being all edgy and stuff and being like, why does he have all of the good stuff and why does he get to be the protagonist? I should be the protagonist. This isn't fair. I would give everything if I could be a hero, if I could get those powers. And Paramon, he heard everything again. He's everywhere, that boy. We don't know what will happen. We don't know if something did happen. But
I thought for sure that you were going to say that Higeki said, why do they get all the pizza while I only get the crust?
I should have.
None of that.
Turn him into a Pokelimon. That's what Caramon did.
Please.
Yeah, very good recap. Market potential, Elephant.
I will do, and I will level up from this, apparently. Yay!
Cool. Tell us which advancement you're going to take. Oh, my
I
dog
will
just ran
take-
through talking.
I will take a move from.
Yeah.
I will take a move from the Oop playbook. The take a deep breath move seemed pretty interesting to me. It uses kind, and I can clear conditions and stuff. That seems pretty useful. Yeah, I'll take this one. Bloop. Take a move. Bloop.
Sorry,
we go.
which move are you going to take from the different crests? Sorry, I couldn't hear 'cause of my
Take a deep
dog.
breath. Yes.
Sorry, say it again.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep
Something
breath.
like this. Yes.
Is that from reliability?
It's from the Hope. It's a Hope crest.
Ah, Hope Crest, okay. So when you steal yourself in the calm before the storm, roll kind on a 10 plus. Choose 2, sometimes choose 1. Shift 1 level up, 1 level down your choice. Mark someone. Sorry, make someone lose condition over you, or at least influence over you, or clear condition. Sorry, my dog's really distracted.
Yep.
Just shut him out my door. Cool, yes.
Oh,
take
wow,
that.
that's a really good move. How come
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before? Oh well.
It's good if you've got a high
It's mine
kind.
now.
Which I think everybody's starting to get kind higher, which is weird because I remember at the start of the game everybody's kind was -2 except for Sonya's.
Yes.
Because yeah,
Oh,
Sonya's
I was
Finally
pretty
sweet.
kind for a long while, and then the middle of the character arc starts, and no kind for you guys.
Okay, cool. So I think we start today's session in the aftermath of what happened last session. So because Pablo's not here, unfortunately, we're gonna say that he passed out from exhaustion after all the Digivolution energy he had to unleash to Digivolve his Digimon into X-Tyrannomon. Gazimon's also out for the count after being reined in and de-digivolved back to Gazimon with the help of you guys. He absolutely decimated the Andromon, but you did see a couple get away. They're probably going to go back and report to the three great angels that they got attacked and that the Digidestined are definitely evil and we should purge them and send an army or whatever. In the wake of this, there's a destroyed forest which X-Tyrannomon helpfully blew up. It's currently on fire, which means Zachary has ran away. And you guys have a chance to, well, I guess you said you wanted 5 more minutes to talk last session, so I guess you have a chance to sort of have heart-to-hearts and whatnot while you try to put out the fires and whatnot in the forest, and reassure everybody in Icon Village that nothing's wrong. There was just a big fight, and you came out on top. So where is everybody in this sort of aftermath of the fight?
Yaki's on the ground gasping and complaining how fucking hard this is without the visor.
Yes, because he got rid of the visor for the pocket punch. Where's Doraemon in all of this?
He was with him, like, I kinda needed him to cut the trees. You know?
So he's with you. Yeah, so I think he looks a bit troubled. This is the 3rd time now that one of the Digidestined Digimon has gone on a rampage and turned into an evil monster. And it puts a bad taste in his mouth because he knows, like, when he Dark Digivolved, he turned back into the monster that he was in his past life. And I feel like inside of him, he's feeling like, well, if they've also got darkness inside of them, what's stopping us from turning back into the people we were before? So he looks incredibly troubled. He's a bit distant. He's sort of, you know how everyone's helping to put out the fires? He's supposed to be like digging dirt and putting it on. He's supposed to be digging up dirt and putting it onto the fire, but he's sort of missing the fire because he's not paying attention properly. He's just lost in his own little world. What do you do?
Fred quit.
Oh, you get to mark your bingo box on you.
No, I stopped it because it doesn't fucking work with the context.
Come on.
I'll count it. I don't care.
Aye. Oh, now you can count it. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Fred, my boy. Oh. Here? Lovely. There we go. That's more fitting.
Very heartwarming sequence. Cool. Yeah, so he's lost in his own little world, digging up dirt that's not going anywhere near the fire. What are you going to do?
God damn it. Okay then. Door opened.
What happened?
My door opened like 5 minutes after I told them I'm talking to people.
Oh.
So you know.
Fair.
Anyways. Kayaki turns to Doraemon like, what's up with you?
It feels like no matter what we do, we always fall into some kind of trouble or darkness. And if we don't pull together soon as a team, I fear that we won't be able to fulfill our destiny as Digidestined, and, well, we'll all return back to our former lives, and I don't want that. I want us to be able to prevail against the oncoming darkness so badly to redeem myself. But everyone seems to be in disarray and have chaos inside them, and we need to pull together and be more of a team. I don't know if we can do that.
You know that you've already redeemed yourself in my eyes, right?
Sure, in your eyes. But in everybody else's, I killed a great hero. I decimated the world. I stood against the royal knights who keep order in the world. I was a terrifying, horrible beast of a Digimon.
Yeah. That was then. This is now. It's different.
Yeah, but it's only different because of you.
So?
Everyone here is different because of their human. But if their human can lose control, well, we go back to our old ways, of survival of the fittest, of murdering everything in our paths. You saw X-Tyrannomon, you saw me, you saw Sleepmon. I don't know if we can do this, Kageki. If we don't band together soon, the oncoming darkness is going to consume us. And I fear the worst.
Oh boy. Ah.
Oh, cheer up, Glumsters. Dice says as he enters the scene. Or,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Off screen. Look, Doraemon, you just said that we are apparently in some kind of a disarray, and no one really knows what they're doing, and blah 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 blah. But you saw what just happened when Gazimon lost control. We, the rest of us, are there to help him get out of it. Even if one of us should fall, that doesn't mean that the rest of us can't help us them get back on track. That's what we did. That's what you did. Kagayaki, if had Kagayaki not stopped or restrained X-Tyrannomon, we couldn't have stopped him as easily. Like, invaluable input. We all seem to have some kind of dark past and whatever, but as long as we're together, as long as all of us are together and going in the same direction, we certainly can prevail together. Don't you agree, Kagayaki?
Kagayaki looks at the person he considers like the least, what's the word? Dependable. And just rolls with it. Sure. He nods.
I
We go.
think
So,
at this point, Cutemon pipes up and he says, "That sure is something coming from a guy who always leaves us."
I was trying not to do that.
Right in the heart. Okay, let's
I'd
see.
like you to raise your unique and lower your superior with that comment from Cutemon. Do you accept that?
Mon doesn't have influence over me.
All Digimon have influence over humans until they're cancelled.
Let's see. What did you say? Raise unique, lower superior.
Yep.
Isn't leading kind of like a kind thing? Shouldn't it lead lower kind?
Nope. He's saying that you're loner, that you always ditch everybody.
So shouldn't
When
it
things
be
get bad.
increasing superior?
No, it's increasing unique
Okay.
because you're like the odd one out. You leave everybody else and don't stick with the team, is what he's saying. He's like, that's rich coming from someone who.
Yeah, I got it. Yes. I understand why you're raising unique. I'm wondering why it's lowering superior and not kind.
Because you're talking to them as if you know what you're saying, but Cutemon's pointing out that you ran from things when things get tough, and you don't know what you're talking about. Like, it's not that you're not being kind, it's that he doesn't see you as someone who's good enough to be giving that type of advice, if that makes sense. Because superior is like,
that's rich coming. That's rich coming from Cutemon. All right. No, I don't want to. I do not want to accept that. I don't accept it.
Sure.
Let's see.
So roll
And for
to
potential.
Yes.
roll to reject the influence.
Yes, I'm just checking if it's rejecting influence is... Please don't be superior.
It's just roll.
Where is it?
It's just roll, period.
It's just roll. Okay.
Only thing it can have is a minus.
There is a minus though from some conditions. So I don't know if you have insecure.
Like in secure, for example.
It's -2 for you.
Oh shit! Fuck! I'm so fucking dead.
Oh yeah.
You're so insecure.
Whatever.
Time for potential.
I'm quite insecure at the moment. Let's see.
That feeling when you get a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on a miss,
I'm also afraid and also hopeless.
so on a miss, the words hit you hard. You have to mark a condition, and then I'll adjust your labels a second time in addition to them adjusting.
Oh,
your
in that
labels.
oh, in that case, all right. Let's see. Because I can't. So I take 3 conditions, right?
But
I
you
have
can't
only
mark.
2 left.
You
so
can't mark a condition.
I
Sorry.
can't. I can't shift my labels according to what they wanted because my superior is -2 already. So I can't.
Oh, so you mark 2
So I
conditions.
take
then.
a total of
Oh my
I
god.
mean, 3 conditions. If I
Fuck
have to,
him
if I
up.
have to,
Fuck
I have
him
to
up.
shift the label, then I have to take a condition and shift the labels again. That's 3 conditions.
Okay. Wait. No, you don't have to-
No, not
wait,
necessarily.
wait. The second one isn't the same again. I get to shift them differently depending on what I want to see more of.
Oh, okay. Well, then shift the labels then.
In that case, I'll move kind down 1, unique up 4.
All right. That's actually something that I want to happen. Thank you.
I want to be an asshole.
That's wrong. I don't want to have +3 kind. And being unique isn't that bad. Let's see. All right. How would Taisto respond?
See, I think he says, that's rich coming from someone who abandons people when things get tough. You've ran away more than one time when things get tough in the group. And then you come here saying that you band together and you help people. Just look at Ghostmon. Everybody ditched him the moment that he murdered Hexa Blaumon. Only 2 people in this group stuck by him.
Wow.
This group is disjointed and it needs to come together. I agree with Dorumon.
You know what, Cutemon? You're absolutely right. I did go. I did leave. I did run. That's because what's important is that I'm here now. I'm back. And I've always come back. Every single time. I try to give myself and you room to grow. I think it's actually landed us in a rather healthier direction than where we were before. But yes, things could be better. But I at least want to believe that we can do it, rather than be glum about what if not, maybe not. Maybe we can, maybe we won't. Or all dramatic about it. So do you have any other feedback to give, Cutemon?
You may come back this time. What about the time you don't come back? If you keep leaving the team, it's only going to cause the foundations to start to crumble.
I don't intend to.
No one ever does. But they all leave you eventually.
Are you
Oof. It's going to make Sonia really uncomfortable.
I had a friend. A best friend. We stuck by each other through thick and thin. Then he stabbed me in the back and left me for dead. My own family. What's to say you're not the same?
I too have a best friend. And I'm not about to backstab him or leave him alone. You can mark my words on that one.
Does Sonia want to chime in, by the way? You spoke of Elephant. I don't know if you wanted to cut in.
Yeah, I don't know if she wants to chime in. This conversation is probably me making her really uncomfortable because it's
Spot on.
tapping into all of her insecurities.
Spot
So
on.
yeah, she's being small right now, hoping we don't notice her. She's gonna shimmy in the back. Just, oh boy, don't want to hear all this right now.
I think Pillowmon sees your discomfort and says, she like puffs out her chest and floats out from behind your hat. She's like, guys, don't need to argue about this. If coming together's the issue, then we just need to plan for the future and make sure everybody's happy and on the same page, right? And then everyone can stay together and be happy, and we can like be a nice little family. Yeah. We're better than this, guys. Just stop arguing, okay?
Thank you, Pillowmon.
Just how much of a dick is Cute Mom? Because
Oh, he's a major dick. Like, his entire
but
character
I was just
is
thinking,
dick.
I was just thinking because there's the whole let's all be Sonia's family thing has also gone to shit in the past. But then again, Cute Mom wasn't there. Never mind.
No, Cutemon was
Cute Mom
MIA with Myotis Swap.
Yes.
I think Cutemon like puffs
Yeah.
his.
And
like,
Dice
puffs
is
it
not
up.
going to say that. So.
Well, for what it's worth, we have been improving. You know, we're not yelling at each other every 5 minutes. We're not punching each other quite as often. We're listening more, and we've saved a lot of people. So we might not be there yet. I don't know when that will be, but I think it's not.
Well, some
Do
of us
make
are
glue.
listening more, at least.
Oh,
Sorry, what?
Dice said, well, some of us are listening more, at least. But you're right, Sonia. You're right. We shouldn't bicker like this. I just tried to help, but seeing as my my help isn't really appreciated here, you can find me back at Icon City. I'll be trying to figure out a way so that we can go to Witchelney. Toodles.
Cool. So
I like
Taisto,
I like how this conversation is. Hey, Taisto, you keep on leaving us. What? What? Me? Never.
Understood. I am leaving then.
Dice isn't leaving you. That's different. This is entirely different.
I think it's that awkward moment when Taisto starts walking back towards the village and Cutemon walks in the same direction because he needs to go look for Zack. And you're both just huffing and puffing at each other on the way. I think Ghostmon also floats out from the floor. And he says to you, Taisto, as you're like walking off, for what it's worth, I think that we all have our own strengths and we're all extremely powerful on our own, but when we come together we become something much better. And I think that being alone has its merits as well as being together. I don't think you leaving the team all the time, Taisto, is necessarily a bad thing. I mean, from what I remember of my past life, I used to do it all the time with the Vortex Warriors.
Don't
Sonia wants to-
encourage.
It's just like, hey, don't worry, that's not a bad thing. I did it all the time with the Vortex Warriors, and look.
Look what
Look
happened
at
to them.
now.
Oof. I'm actually trying to figure out. Like we keep saying that dice leave all the time, but I cannot remember. Well, I mean, I guess there was the.
I think there's
twice.
I think there's 3 separate times you've left the group, but only on one of the times you left the group and in the same episode returned to the group because of
No,
story
it was
reasons.
it was basically in the first time was in Dice's like first evolution episode where he just like stormed off, and that's everyone's done that.
Then it's when you left us to die with Chronomon. And then it was after the whole thing with the thingy. Yeah, after the nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, I know the important one. I don't think.
That's 3.
Was it leave? No, I guess. I mean, it's more important that you guys consider it leaving than me, but yeah. Okay, I see where you guys are coming from. I know that there's kind of like that still kind of goes off over a while, but splitting party can also be efficient at times. Anyway, let's go on. So, Ghostmo says it's not. I used to do it all the time as a Vortex warrior. Okay.
Yeah, he's praising like that we all have our individual merits and powers, and that coming together is great, but also being alone can have its benefits as well.
I know it's a tactical genius. It's a move of tactical genius to tackle multiple issues at once. I know. Tactical genius.
If you discuss it first, sure.
Yeah, Dice the Ghostmon and Cutemon are going towards Icon City. So Kagayaki, Sonia, and an unconscious Pablo are left behind. Yes. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I think like Doraemon like kicks the dirt. He's like, "This is exactly what I'm talking about. Even when I try to bring it up, it just causes more pain, more arguments, tears everyone apart. Should have kept my mouth shut."
Tell me about it.
He starts digging deeper and deeper and deeper, and eventually he digs a burrow and just leaves.
Well, at least we're cool, right? Nothing changed about that or anything. Because if it did, now's the time to say it. He says to Sonia.
Well, you could say, Doraemon, that I don't think it was bad of him to speak up. It's important to speak your mind in those aspects, because otherwise we won't even grow if we don't know what's wrong. Well,
Okay, but I was talking about our talk from back then.
Yes, I'll talk about the thing.
Nothing changed about that, right? We're still cool.
Which it's been a while.
Trust in me, let me help you, stuff.
Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah. It hasn't changed, right? Well, you've been there so far. Yes, I am a little scared that, well, someday you'll leave us again. But so far you've done well, and everybody has done the best they could. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just being. Well, I'm gonna be just a little cautious about this, but I trust you. Don't worry about this. It's just me.
That's good, because every fucking time I open my mouth, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, you can do it. You can talk it out when you want to.
Okay, now I'll leave him some time alone. I can talk to him from the Digivice anyways.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we should probably get back and see what we can do.
Yep. Good thing I'm used to carrying heavy stuff. He picks up Pablo.
Oh, Shipmon can probably help. Gazimon is out as well.
Yeah, he's out
Yeah.
for count too.
Yeah,
Shipmon can carry Gazi.
Yep, that's what she'll do.
Cool. You put Pablo on the back of Sheepmon and you fly back to Icon Village. I think we cut back to Taisto. We see Sheepmon flying overhead much faster than Taisto's walking. We see a comedic scene of like both Cutemon and Taisto with their arms folded, not looking at each other, huffing at each other. And then Cutemon's like, "Well, I'm this way," he says. "See you later." And he like plods off in search of where Zachary fled to, gonna look in all the usual hiding places. What are you doing, Taisto? Because you said you were going to go back and figure out a way to Witchenley.
Yeah, that was basically Taisto gets to Icon City and then considers for a second and is like, shit.
You're gonna lift up a rock. Just is Wilshire over there?
Is there a portal to Witchelmy here? Because he realized that if he wanted to figure out a portal to Witchelmy, he would probably, consult Wizardmon about it. And
Yeah.
that's a bit that well seems to have dried up, or collapsed, more like. I guess he and Ghostmon would try to visit like Wizardmon's hut, and that's just kind of hopes that Ghostmon can figure it out. Well, Ghostmon is also a very powerful sorcerer, so maybe he can use Wizardmon's library to figure out where to go from here with the magic bullshit.
I think last session.
While Taisto basically stomps off while
I
kicking
did
rocks.
grab a lot of books, yes.
Yeah, I think Kagiaki grabbed a lot of books last session and figured out things you'd need, but I think we said that we'd come back to it later and figure out what it was that we needed. So you might have to work together with Kagiaki because he took all the books. Yeah, I think you go into like Wizardmon's hut. You see the little jingly bell go, and an unfamiliar voice of Mummymon instead of Wizardmon greets you and says, "Welcome, I'll be with you in a moment." And
that's cursed.
He turns around and sees you, and he goes, "Oh, Taisto. I didn't expect to see you here so soon."
We're trying to figure out a way to Witchelney, and we don't really know anyone else here who could help. So we wanted to see if we could come back here and if Ghostmon could figure out a way.
Smart thinking, but as you can see, he says, and he like waves an arm back towards the library shelves. All of my books, all of Wizardmon's books, they've been taken by a very studious Kagiaki. But if it's portals you want,
he could have mighty well said so.
But if it's portals you want, you may want to speak to Sonia.
What? Why?
Well, I think it was. Wait, did Mummymon give the sheet of paper to you, Sonia, that has the one-way message?
I do have the paper, yes.
Yes. So Mummymon says, as I mentioned earlier, I used to be a member of the Digisassins, and we had a one-way method of communication back to our leader. Our leader's based in Witchenley.
I don't remember him saying that.
And
Well, if you can use that piece of parchment that has one-way communication and upgrade it somehow with the knowledge that Kagayaki has garnered, well, if you combine your efforts, potentially you may be able to open the portal.
Right.
It's not the first time that
Okay.
Digimon have come
Well-
back from Witchenly.
No, apparently not. But I guess that then means that mission complete.
Well,
We figured out a way to
unless,
Witchelly.
unless
Ghostmon,
there's
high five.
unless there's a hitch in the plan. Yes.
Right. Well,
I think he rummages through the back, and says, "Ghostmon, I found this in his belongings. You may want to keep it," he says, and it's just this. It's like this, like big book with like golden corners made of solid gold digizoid. It's got brown leather for the hardback cover. It's got a red ribbon for a bookmark. It's got some strange language scrawled along the front of it. And Ghostmon's eyes widen. He snatches it off of Mummymon and says, "Thank you. I'll treasure it. It's Taisto. It's his diary. With this, it's like Wizardmon's here. Maybe he's written something in his book."
really? You think? Well, thank you, Mummymon. This is a very precious item. Do you need some time with it, Ghostmon?
If that's okay.
He was your friend after all.
He nods and
Yeah. Go.
floats away
I don't.
and has a wild time reading through.
See you back at the. Okay, I was gone. All right. Well. Well, hopefully he's fine.
Taisto,
Anyway, I guess I'll be going. I guess I'll be going now, Mummymon. Thanks for the help.
wait, Taisto. I never
Yes?
did get to apologize to you for what I did.
For what? Oh. Yeah.
It's been eating away at me for a while, but
You know,
I've been working hard to atone for what I did, but I realize I never did apologize for taking your friend, and you still haven't gotten him back, and I feel partially responsible for that. So, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't, Einar is very dear to me. He's my best friend. He's my oldest friend. Practically a brother to me. And it's very, very difficult to forgive what you did to him and made him do. So I don't know if I can or if I should even forgive you, but let's but it means a lot to me that that you are apologizing. Thank you, Mummymon.
Just Don't let...
And if I can think of any way, if I can think of any way that you could help us, I'll be sure to let you know.
Good. Just don't let your obsession with finding your friend consume you like it did me. I haven't given up on our Genimon. I will reunite with her one day, but I'll do so through less violent means. I'd hate to see you fall down the same path for Einari.
Well, for what it's worth, I hope that you succeed. But don't, yeah, let's keep the Digimon sacrifice to a minimum. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for the chat. I'll be going now. Toodles.
You exit through the jingly dangly door.
Yeah.
And yeah, you step out into Icon Village. It's actually bustling today. There's loads of people, loads of Digimon wandering around the streets, going in and out of shops, chatting like nothing bad's ever going to happen. You see Sealamon selling fish on the market. You see Seadramon slithering through, and he's like, "Sup, dude?" as he like passes you in the street. You see there's Mudfrigimon and Mushamon having a conversation and playing a game of chess outside his house on a little mud stool that he's made. It seems a very happy, peaceful, undisturbed city that you've built up and you can be proud of. I think you see...
it would be a real shame if something was to happen to it.
I think you see Kageaki and Sonia as they've already arrived back in town before you, but they're doing whatever they're doing since they got back. So what have you two been doing while Taisto's been talking to Mummymon?
Actually, I want to talk to Mom as well.
Oh, you want to talk to Mummymon as well. So maybe you bump into Taisto on his way out of the shop.
Oi!
Hey, bye.
Also, you could have told me that you took the books.
Like, I thought you were there. Maybe.
Taisto wasn't actually there. He left before you took the
No,
books.
he wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was absorbed in my studies. I assumed you were there.
Right. Well, I wasn't.
Well,
Thanks
now
for
you
letting
know.
me know. Anyway, have you had a chance to look at them already?
Not yet. I will after I talk with. Actually, yeah, a bit. From the quick search I got, it doesn't seem like we can really cheat it somehow. Sadly, I'll look at it more thoroughly after I talk with Mammon.
All right. Well, if you find something, you'll obviously let us know, right?
Yeah, that. Like, if it wasn't for the fucking angels randomly attacking us again, even though we got them pardoned, I would just be full on that.
All right. Well, let me deal with the angels if they happen, and you can focus on the things
Aye.
if you want. All right. I'll leave you. I'll leave you to chat with Mommy now. I need to go and see where something is. I think I left the stove on.
Cool.
Toodles.
Have stoves?
So it jingles the door again as you step through Kageaki. You see Mummymon look up from the book he's reading, and he's like, "Oh, Kageaki, what can I do for you?"
Kayaki lets out a sigh, preparing himself. Well, it's something that honestly I should have just done ages ago, but we've had no time to actually sit the fuck down and talk about things. So, how are you holding up?
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, I have a stable job. I enjoy living in the city again and helping my fellow Digimon out by giving them medicines and trinkets to aid them. But I still don't have my love back.
Yeah, about that. It's about that. Truth be told, at the time it really didn't cross our minds how you would feel after. We were focused on just getting you back, adjusted, giving you some new chances. But at the end of the day, us underhanded as humans were, we were the ones who prevented you.
You prevented me for a good reason, though.
Yes, but we still prevented you.
And I'm grateful that you didn't allow me to go through with a mass murder. I don't know what I would have done with myself even if I'd gotten Arukenimon back. She probably wouldn't even look at me after what I did, after what I would have done. But I'm not giving up. No, Kageaki, I've not given up. I will find a way to bring her back to life, even if it costs me mine.
You know, on that actually, I have a bit of a void in my knowledge on that. Shouldn't she have, like, come back, but also different Digimons already?
I'm afraid that's not possible. He rummages behind and opens up her chest, and he pulls out this sphere of pure purple with like dashes of green that dance through them. This Kageaki is a Digicore. It's Arukenimon's Digicore, my wife.
Oh.
As long as I hold this and don't let it go, she's safe with me. Never to be reborn, never to forget me. And I will revive her with this. Mark my words.
Whoa, that's unhealthy. Wow.
I see.
I can't let her go, Kageaki. She died before her time. If Pandemon hadn't slashed her, we'd be living happily together in this village. If there wasn't discrimination against virus-type Digimon in this world, we'd be able to be together. But alas.
Kayaki sends a message to Dice though. Okay, so that study is going to be slightly delayed. Something else came up. Apologies in advance. And then he grabs a book and sits down with Mamimon.
What do you intend to do with Mamimon?
See if I can help.
See if you can help bring Arukenimon back to life.
Yes.
Cool. You are a
If we-
genius, and you have...
If we have the soul and I can create some sort of vessel, for example.
So, do you want to use your inventor move to do that?
Well, seems like the most plausible idea.
Okay, sure. You can totally revive Arukenimon, but I get to say one of the four things. Four things, depending on the difficulty. So it's a very difficult task, so it's going to be four things. First, you're going to need to find a lot of data.
Let me actually write this
The way that Mummymon was going about this originally was killing a bunch of other Digimon and using their data to reconstruct Arukenimon's body. The second thing is you're going to need a powerful sorcerer to help you with it. In the past, Mummymon was doing the magic, but he had help from his Witchenly contacts to do that. Also, you'll be exposing yourself to some serious danger. Reviving the dead isn't something natural. It's something that you can do on a recently deceased person without much consequence, because that's Muimon's powers. But on a very, very long deceased person, it can cause unexpected side effects. It can raise other dead Digimon along with her. The evil Digimon can reach out from the darkness and try to snatch you. She could come back and not even be herself. She could be some crazed, demented monster that you have to snap some sense into. And it's going to take you a few weeks to set it up once you do have the necessary materials.
So, out of curiosity, can I somehow copy the memory data from the core and load it into some sort of robot?
You want to try and load the core into a robot?
The memory specifically, not necessarily the core itself.
You could, but if you did that, you wouldn't be able to use the core anymore to revive her body, which is essentially what Moonmon's trying to do. You just have her mind trapped in an iron shell, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there are Digimon that are literally that, so in a way, if you think about it.
She wouldn't be herself, if that makes sense. She would just be memories in a robot.
Mm. Oh god. What if I do copy the memory data and then we let her be reborn and load the data into the Digitama?
To do that, you would need a device similar to the one that Ghostmon has with Wizardmon. And if you also did that, she'd be reborn a baby, and wouldn't be fully grown adult anymore. But yes, you could do that as long as you could find and locate a way to create a device similar to that of Ghostmon's.
I bring it up. Also, a significantly less dangerous way of going about it.
So you bring it up with Mummymon, sorry.
Yes.
He strokes his chin and he's like, I never thought about allowing her to be reborn. The main issue there would be Sekamon. I don't know if you know of Sekamon, but he and Anubismon rule over the dark area and purify any virus-type Digimon that gets sent there after they die. The last thing I want is for them to quote-unquote purify my wife. Seen what that does to people. They come out blank slates, mindless zombies that just follow the angels without question.
Oh my fucking god, that's worse than I thought it would be. I thought it was just biased as fuck. Yeah, I did meet the asshole.
So if we were to do that, it would cause significantly less casualties, but you'd have to find Anubismon, find Sekamon, and, well, convince them that Arukenimon is a pure Digimon that doesn't need to be uncorrupted and can be reborn outside the dark area.
Okay, there is a chance, though I don't think I have the means to communicate with him. He did scan us, and I was proven to be pure good, which up to a certain level allows me to vouch for people. Fuck. Will that even work?
So yeah, that's a little side quest then. So you'd have to first find something similar to what Ghostmon has and make it for Arukenimon. Second, load the Digicore memories up into that pendant so that she doesn't lose them when she reincarnates. And then finally take the Digicore to Sekamon and make sure he doesn't purify it before it's reborn. Those are the 3 criteria you'd need to do it that way.
I still think this is the way to go, honestly, because the actual face value way of going about it has way too many unknown things going on. It could raise something else, it could not even work in the first place, it could raise a berserk version of her, it needs way too many resources. It's too complicated to feel safe.
So
What do you think?
So you're suggesting that we should take her to Sakamon and try and convince him? Assuming that we can even create a device that Wizardmon and Ghostmon have.
Essentially, yes. We know that the device exists, so there's something to start with there. We know that Sekamon allows us up to a certain level to pardon people. In theory, it can work. It's a hell of a lot more possible anyways.
I think he thinks on it a small amount, and eventually he comes to the conclusion that you're right. He says, "This is the closest thing to a breakthrough I've had in years. It doesn't involve destroying other Digimon or sacrificing myself. So, Kageyaki, can I trust you with Arukenimon's Digicore?"
You can, and I even have a pocket dimension I can put it in so it will be safe for sure. But you need to understand, it's going to take some time until we can actually find the time for the detour, sadly.
It doesn't matter how long it takes. I've waited this long. If you can bring her back to me, I will do anything in my power to help you do that.
In that case, I give you my word. As soon as I'm able to find the window, I will get to that.
Cool. He hands you the Digicore and says, "Keep her safe. Please." When you touch the Digicore, you can feel a buzz of energy at your fingertips. The orb isn't solid. It sort of feels like plasma. It wibbles and wobbles as you change the pressure of your fingers. The green lightning inside sort of zips around and bounces off the edges, and you can actually feel it when it touches your fingers. It actually gives you a small shock. It's a strange substance that you've never held in your hands before. How does Kageyaki react to this strange substance that he's never seen before? It's essentially a new thing for him to invent around and use. What would his reaction to that be?
Sorry, how does he react to what? It cut off there for me.
How does he react to this new substance that he's never held before? He's obviously Kageki's obviously an inventor, right? So things that are brand new and novel get him excited. How does he feel about holding a Digicore of a Digimon in his hands? He's holding pure data in his hands. Like,
is this plasma? That's pure energy? It would be fascinating if not so fragile. Okay. Listen. No, don't. Bad brain. He opens the gate for the portal thingy.
Mm-hmm.
She goes in with the Digicore, makes sure that it remains stable in there. Which it should. There shouldn't be any real difference.
I mean, the space inside there is just empty, so it'll just be floating in the void. There's nothing for it to hit or collide with or anything like that. It's quite safe so long as nothing else enters the pocket dimension.
Yep. Well, can I have a box, actually?
Can you have a what, sorry?
A box, to, for it to be safe if something else enters. we might need to salvage more people that way.
Sure, he
Sure.
gives you a box to keep it in. In fact, he gives you the chest that he pulled it out of, the treasure chest.
Lovely.
He opens it and you see there's like a little pink cushion looking thing on the inside. It's got like this ornate red velvety inside that's very soft to the touch. And he locks it back up in there and hands you he sort of pushes the little lockbox towards you across the table.
Alright, that should keep it safe even if someone else enters. Well, we'll have to put them in there in the first place, but you know. In you go. See you hopefully soon. And now, he sends a message to Ty so that the side stuff is done and he'll get to actually doing the thing. And he sits down and we move to Sonia.
Cool.
Or
Sonia,
Tyster. Whatever.
Sonia, what are you and Pillowmon doing?
Yes. Sonia is still honestly pretty shaken up by all that's been happening recently, and the like murder that happened definitely did not help in any way make her feel safe, and especially for the little kids. So she's probably what song I could use for this. But she's probably going doing all the rounds in the city to check up on any safety issues, seeing if everyone is prepared. She's going to talk to the Monitamon to make sure that they stay around the little ones, so she can, because we can see through their eyes, right? I remember that right?
Monitamon, you can. They have TV screens that let you see through other Monitamons, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you can find a Monitamon, you can look at every other Monitamon and what they're seeing.
So we can look. So if we have a Monitamon with us, it's going to be fine. Okay. Maybe I'll ask one if they can come along with us, maybe in the pocket dimension or something. We'll see with this, but we'll see when we have to go somewhere. She'll ask around, and she's probably going to see with the little ones and maybe ask if they want to be trained a little bit. To prepare themselves for if there's a fight, you know. Maybe have a little play fights with the little ones to make them stronger for their own good. She normally wouldn't really do any of this, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
I think you think that, and you walk towards the park trying to find your little ones. And as you approach, you hear, "Give me that back! Give me it back! No, it's mine! No, no!" And you hear like a thud kind of noise. And you hear, "Ow! My face! Why'd you do that? It's mine! Give me it!" And then like you go around the corner and you see Gabumon and Otamamon like wrestling with each other on the floor over something shiny that they found.
Oh, come on, kids! Play nicely. We need to fight over what it is. What is it exactly that you found?
I think Gabumon like pushes Otamamon off and says, "Mommy, look what I found!" And he like runs over to you, and he hands you this little. It's like a golden star pin.
Oh, that's pretty. Golden star. Is it from Stella or is it just a random golden star thing?
You recognize it as one of the pins that Stella keeps on her bag. It must have fallen off while she was wandering around.
Oh,
Isn't
it's
it cool and shiny?
Yeah, you're right. But it's Auntie Stella's badge. We'll probably have to ask her if she still needs it.
But it's mine. I found it.
Well, how would you react if you lost something important and the person that found it didn't want to give it to you, give it to you again because it's theirs now? What if your fur was taken? Hmm?
He
What
like
then?
tugs his fur and he's like, my fur. Please don't take my fur away. I love my fur. Ever
I
since
don't.
I digivolved, it looks so cool. He like does a
Yeah,
little spin.
you're right. You're absolutely right. And that badge might be as important to Stella as your fur is to you. Well, I don't actually know if it's that important or not, but we'll need to ask first, right?
Okay, I guess that's fine.
And if we'll find something shiny for you at some point, don't worry about this. There's plenty of shiny stuff in this world. And if Auntie Stella doesn't mind giving it away, then you can keep it. You know?
Ooh, I hope she lets me keep it. The cute mom was telling us there's this cool Digimon that's really shiny and likes to eat metal, and you guys found him, and he looks really shiny, and he probably has stuff that he could give us too.
Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, I'm sure he could. But probably between you and me, he likes to eat the shiny things, though. So maybe don't leave this around him too much. Regardless, I was thinking, kids, since important things have happened recently, I was wondering if you were interested in taking self-defense lessons. Yes, to prepare yourself in case you need to help your brothers and sisters in this village and stuff. Yes.
I can already fight, Mom. Look, I just beat up Otamamon. Like you see Otamamon just lying on his back in the dirt, crying.
Oh no, Tamamon, no, baby, come back. Going to cuddle Tamamon. Oh, don't beat up Tamamon. Didn't do anything bad. Oh well. Not in this life, I guess. But, oh, poor baby. Are you okay?
That's a bit oof. In this life.
He's like, Mom, he hit me, it really hurts.
Oh no, where does it hurt? Show me. Oh.
He like shows you his tail where Gabumon like has left a big bite mark in it.
Kabumon, I know you were playing around, but you know that your fangs can hurt.
He took my shiny star.
Yeah, and you can talk about it. You don't need to go straight up to fight. You know?
If you're gonna teach me self-defense, Otamamon says, can you teach me how to beat up Gabumon? I want to get my own back.
Well, only if you promise to not attack each other again, unless there's a very good reason, and that reason being if, for instance, they, I don't know, I don't. Should I have this talk? Probably not. Well, you shouldn't, unless if you promise you don't attack each other, unless you feel really in danger. Okay? Oh man, not as good as this as I thought. Defense is for defense only, not attacking unprovokedly. Unprovokedly. You know what I mean? Understand?
Yeah. I think we have like a little mini montage of you like training them. Like there's like a scene with like Gabumon running around with like a big beanbag on his head as a weight. There's Otamamon like jumping off a really tall thing and trying to land on a little crash mat they've made. There's a scene where Gabumon is hanging on to some monkey bars, trying to climb across to like train his endurance, and Otamamon's crying next to you because he doesn't have arms and can't do it. And I think like it gets to, like the end of the day, the sun's starting to set, and you're all beat and exhausted. And you like fall asleep against each other against like the play area.
Aw, oh, cute.
And yeah, they're nuzzled into you.
That was a good day. Um, well, I don't know if there's anything more. Probably should go ahead and give the parchment to relevant people that can use it. Probably Kagayaki.
Giving to
She's
Tsuchidarumon?
yes, exactly. Give it to Tsushidarumon, and he's going to save the day on his own. I believe in him.
Yeah, he totally
You don't
won't mess
know.
anything up, will he?
Yeah, so I'm going to wrestle my way out of the kids' grip. Let them sleep for a bit. Tuck them in whatever blankets there are around, so they don't get cold. And make my way to Kayaki, probably. Yeah.
Cool. While you make your way to Kagayaki, we'll cut back to Taisto. Taisto, what have you been doing while Sonia's been training the young ones?
Ooh.
Taisto has actually, Taisto having found that he has literally nothing to do, has organized a dance party. He's teaching the Digimon of Icon Village to dance tango, Finnish tango actually.
And Taisto knows how to dance?
And of course, Taisto does. Taisto is very athletic. He knows all the things about all the athletic stuff, including how to dance. So basically, there's like a pan down from like the sky, and it just centers on Taisto bringing.
So there's just a group of Digimon learning how to dance in front of Taisto. This is gonna sound...
No. Basically it's like the camera like pans down into a scene where into like a movement where Taisto brings who was I thinking about? I was thinking about someone. Stingmon, yes, Stingmon down into a bow. Stingmon's alive, right?
Yeah, Stigmon's alive. He runs the tailor shop, remember?
There we go. That's what I was thinking. Basically, there's a very sharp bow where Taisto bends him down, and then brings back up, and then they move on to continue dancing while the rest of the Digimon behind him do not know what to do. Continue this step on each other's toes.
I think Stingmon is definitely the best dancer here. He's brought his wife along, the lovely Lilamon.
Oh right, her, you.
Oh god, it says that. I love this errata.
What?
I'm pretty sure it was a Hoodimon originally.
Yeah,
Well, she's evolved. Get with the time.
but yeah,
I'll take it.
they're dancing. They've learnt your dance moves flawlessly. He's even got like the classic like rose in his mouth. If he had a mouth, it'd be like under his chin. But yeah, he's doing the dance perfectly. We see Mud Frigimon, who created this mud dance floor for you all to dance on, fumbling around and not being able to move his overly large body properly to do a tango. We see several of the younger Digimon trying to do a tango and tripping over their feet and ending up just like waving their arms around and dancing weirdly instead. Yeah. It's a really cool little party that Taisto's set up. Is Ghostmon there?
I think Ghostman might still be reading the diary. I don't know if he's finished with that or not. I don't know.
I think he's probably read it by now. If it's like an evening dance party, it was he's probably told you about it. It was a memoir of his times with medieval Digimon before his death. So it was like about all of his past adventures with him, details all the way up to the point where he got reincarnated and had to find him again. It was a very heartwarming story for him. It offered words of advice, nuggets of wisdom, on the corners of each page. But it did note that in order to create a portal between Witchenly and the digital world, in order to chase after the Sorcerymon, he had to give up something extremely precious to him, as you did for your other portal. But because it was across dimensions, he also needed an item from that dimension to create the two-way portal. He actually had one of these. It fell through a void a while ago and landed in Witchenly from the digital world. It was actually it was like a small bar of chrome digizoid that had just been flung through some kind of space portal, and he used that as a catalyst alongside his precious item to create a portal to come and find the Digidestined and warn them of what was about to happen with Hexablaumon, which, as you know, didn't go quite to plan. But Ghostmon tells you this little nugget of wisdom that has been left, that he's managed to glean from Wizardmon's diary.
All right, that's very cool and all, but Taisto is right now here to dance. We're not going to go on a nightly night. We're not going to go spelunking for which only items in the night. So now is the time to dance.
Roll
Because
unique and see how well
dancing
you
is-
dance.
Oh Jesus!
More potentiale.
Let's see. my unique is actually pretty high, but this is unleashing my
Famous
powers.
last words.
No, this is just a flat unique roll, just to see how well you
Just a
actually
flat
dance.
unique roll. In that case, it's literally just a flat roll. Four.
Yes.
You have 2 left feet, Taisto.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You've taught everyone how to do a tango, but you taught them how to do it wrong. That's why everybody's fumbling, and even you are fumbling with whoever your partner is in the dance.
Well, I mean, in Taisto's defense, he's 14, so you know.
Sonia,
But yeah.
Kageyaki, have you joined in with this little tango dance party that Taisto's organised?
I'm literally studying on multi-dimensional travel. I don't think I have the time.
Sonia might just join in on her way to see Kagayaki and say, "But, well, what's this? Nobody told me you had there was a party planned."
There
Oh,
wasn't. This is extempore. Ole. No, that's from the wrong thing. Oh well.
That's why Taisto's messing up the dance. He's doing the wrong moves.
Yes, he's dancing literally the wrong dance.
Out
Well,
of curiosity, what music are you doing this to?
Yes,
Yeah, but how,
music in the
it's
background.
literally.
Yeah, but how have you got that music to play in the digital world?
With a
Oh,
phone.
Yes.
We still have our phones for the record.
Does Taisto have a phone?
Do you think your phone still has charge after all these months?
We're in the digital world. There's sockets everywhere.
I'm also. I imagine that if we keep adding functions to the Digivice, I'm sure it has an iPod on it as well.
I'd like to think that you've hired the Geckomon to perform for you.
Sure.
That works.
They know this. They know this.
So they're just croaking away
So
the
then,
song.
if it's the Gekomon, in that case, sorry, probably not.
So it's going to be like trumpets, trombones, and throat singing.
My God. Oh.
Fred is very quiet.
Very quiet. I can barely hear it. Gonna turn it up a little bit.
Jesus
You need to
Christ.
increase Fred. You need
Oh my.
to give Fred more volume. But apparently they are mostly singers. The Gekomon, so they can probably do polka better.
Yeah, and they're definitely
So it's not-
infinitely better singers than Shogun Gekomon was. I think it's probably best to keep Otamamon away from here just in case he remembers his past life. But yeah, the Gekomon are performing the tango-y dance, and you guys are dancing to it. 2 left feet, having a lot of fun. And you dance the night away, I guess, unless you wanted to do anything else
Yes,
with
it's
this.
polka, so we're probably gonna die in 30 minutes from exhaustion, but you know.
Well, Sonia is only going to dance for a little bit before just going back on her way.
Sonia.
Yes?
How do you ask it in English? Jesus, I only know the etiquette in Finnish.
Are you going to ask her to dance?
May I have this dance?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the way.
May I have this dance?
Right. Oh, well, yes, of course.
Yes.
Sure. That could be fun.
Sonia, how well do you
Of course.
dance as someone who grew up in an orphanage? Did you do a lot of dancing with the other children?
Probably just for fun. I wouldn't call it anything remotely close to professional studies or whatever. So
Roll unique and we'll see
we
what you
do.
do.
Well, here's the fun part. It doesn't matter how good Sonia is because Tyson is just that bad.
Yes. It's horrible.
Let's see
No
if,
matter
let's see
how
if,
good Sonia is, he'll be stepping on her legs anyways.
let's see if Sonia can
Yeah.
take the lead in the dance and
Oh.
throw gender stereotypes out of the window.
So unique, you said. Unique is good. Unique is very good.
10. Nice. You're the best dancer there, next to Stingmon. And you definitely make up for Taisto's 2 left feet. Anytime he's about to fumble, you like lift him off his feet and swing him around a little bit so that he can find his footing again. Yeah, we get like a nice little dance routine between you and Taisto. And a new ship is born, so cross it off your bingo list, Sonia.
So Tyson has a fucking harem in this.
We've got Sonyo now. Yeah, and after the dance, you bow at each other. You're panting. You're out of breath from how exhausting and off tempo the Gekomon made the song, because they don't know what the dance actually is. So they're kind of improvising. And yeah, you leave and go on your way, Sonia, to find Kageyaki. Kageyaki, where can Sonia find you?
The
On the
library
internet.
with
Oh,
the
so
books.
You're still in the library. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
I just had this very awkward conversation, gave them one hope, and then sat back down.
Well, that sounds like a very Kageyaki thing to do. So yeah,
If you'll excuse me, I have 5 other things to do at the same time, and he sits back down.
you walk through the front door of the pharmacy / library. The jingle bell goes, and Mummymon, force of habit, looks up from his book and says, "Wow, 3 Digidestined in one day. What can I do for you, Sonia? Are you feeling unwell? Would you like any concoctions or potions to help you?"
I'm feeling pretty good actually. Just had a little dance to calm myself down. I feel like we really needed this. It's been so long since we last had a anything resembling a break. So, feeling pretty peaceful right now. But I actually came in to give the parchment you gave me to Kagayaki, since I'm pretty sure he's the only one that could probably do anything with this. Did you explain to him what that was all about?
Ask him yourself, he says, and he like holds out one of his massive hands and like gestures towards where Kageyaki's got his face buried in a book.
I want to believe that no one has told him anything about the paper the few hours he's been reading. It's funnier that way.
I think he didn't Mummymon tell you about the paper because you said that. Oh no, I saw he told Taisto that. So yeah, you don't.
Yes.
know.
Yes, I still.
He told Taisto. No one's told Kagayaki anything, including Taisto, including right after he complained Kagayaki didn't tell him stuff.
I told Taisto. I simply assumed that he would tell Kagayaki.
Well, don't. Yes, Kagayaki, Mamimon gave me this paper of. It's a magical paper that can send a message to the Digi assassins that are based in Witch only. But maybe we can do something about it to rewire it so we can maybe use it as some sort of portal instead of a message paper. I don't know. You're the technician magical dude in this relationship.
I see. He takes the parchment. He looks at the parchment. He looks at like 3 hours of notes that are now useless. He calls Doraemon. Hey buddy, how are you holding up?
Doraemon, you like look through his eyes. He's in a small black little cavern. He's like lit a small fire, and he's like just by himself underground. And he's like, I just needed some time to myself. I'm sorry that I stormed off, Kagayaki.
No, you said facts. You said things I've been saying for a while, but yeah. Anyway, look, we've made progress, right? Like, I made that with Sonia. We can make up with the rest. If you refuse to believe in yourself, then at least believe in me.
Believe in the me that believes in the you.
I was trying not to say it that way.
Okay, yeah, I'll believe in you, Kagayaki. And he hangs up the digivice. I don't know how this works, and starts burrowing his way back towards the surface. He's going to be here. It's going to take some time for him to get back to the surface because he's burrowed quite a way down. Is there anything you guys want to do while he's on his way up?
Doraemon is the literal only fucking person I can only talk to. God. Bless that man. Any other character in the story would be here for half an hour.
Yeah, that's... Oh boy. Poor Pablo, trying desperately to make friends.
Okay, with this new information, now that he has hung up, he looks Sonia dead in the eye, he stretches his arm on the table, moves it to the right, dropping every single note to the ground, picks up a new notebook. If you'll excuse me.
Yes, do I need to stay here to help, or would I be distracting you?
I don't think you comprehend the multidimensional travel and how it works, unfortunately.
Well, first of all, I'll have you know that actually, no,
First of all, I'll have you know I teleport on a daily basis.
Yes, but it's different. Doing something and knowing how it works are different things.
Well, you're right. Well, but if you ever need me, just call me, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Also, the make sure to take a break at some point as well. I know it's been rough on you as it was on us, maybe even more so. So yeah, take care of yourself, okay?
I have no idea when the fuck I have time to study again. I can't take a break.
Well, at least I'll bring you snacks. That's
I appreciate it.
yes. So, yes, I'll go and then do this. Is there anything you need me to say to anyone else, or?
Nah, just enjoy one of our final breaks for a while.
Yeah, we'll do that. And tell everyone I said hi, and I hope he gets better.
I
Later, hey. And she's going to leave Kagaki on his own for a little bit.
The door jingles and you take a step outside. The bright, bustling city that you're used to is quiet. You don't hear any music from the Gakkomon. It's weird. There's this eerie unsettledness in the air. There's this thick fog that seems to be descending over the city. The colours on the walls seem inverted.
Okay. I'm sure that's absolutely normal. What?
Taisto, while you're dancing at your party, having a great time, this same fog descends upon it. The colours on the walls, the colours on the Digimon, they all invert and they just freeze. Stop dead. Your Digivice glows, so does yours, Sonia, and keeps you protected.
That's
Protected from what?
what is going on?
We're all gonna die.
What's happening to the others? What's happening to the others that I'm dancing with?
They've frozen solid. Like they not like frozen as in like they're covered in ice, but like they just stopped moving.
Yes.
Their colours have
They're
inverted.
in phases. They've turned static.
Yes.
Can I just
Kageaki Mumimon's like bringing you like a herbal tea to help you study, and then he freezes too. The colours on the wall in the library turn from this nice shade of brown to this horrible greenish purple colour as the colours invert.
turn back to Kagayaki. Sorry, I just said you could take a break, but something weird is going on right now.
What a break! What sleep! Fuck me!
I think Daisto shoots a look at Ghostmon to try and see if Ghostmon is okay.
He seems to have been enveloped by the Digivice light like you did.
Alright. Ghostmon, you're okay. Good. What's going on?
I don't know. I've never seen anything on this scale before. It's
On this scale?
Well, there's obviously Digimon that can freeze people in place. They can corrupt their digicode, make it so that they don't perceive the passing of time. But I've never seen it on this level before. The only Digimon I've seen do this is a Clockmon, but he could only freeze 1 or 2 Digimon at a time. This is a whole city, it seems like. And this fog, I've never seen anything like it.
That's not very good. It's best if you evolve. We need to be ready for anything. Let's go and see what Sonia and Kagayaki are doing. We need to regroup.
Dorumon!
Doraemon yells out, "Kagayaki, help!"
What? Wait, what? Where are you?
You take a look through his eyes. He's, I want to say, about 3-4 stories off the ground, flying. he seems to be hanging by something, wriggling and trying to break free from whatever's got him in his arm, in its hands. But you don't see what's got him because it's on the other side of his body.
Sonia, something has Dormon.
It's Dormon, yes.
So, he opens the portal, gets in the portal. Have the thing get me to Dormon.
Yeah, okay, let's do this. You go in the thing, I take the thing, and, well, boomf, right next to Dormon.
You bamf 3 stories high into the air and fall through the sky.
That's it, one can fly.
I'll make Pilomon involved to Chipmon to prevent us from...
You land on her back and bounce and turn around to see where Doraemon is. You see Doraemon. He looks terrified. He's got a human hand grabbing the nape of his neck.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that one.
It's a tall and slender woman with blonde hair, 8 white wings. A pink ribbon wrapped around her arms that goes over the top of her head. A metal helmet that covers her eyes.
Could be truly anyone.
And your woman is standing before you.
Floating
before you.
I didn't guess that one. That was tough.
I want the
Only
twist.
I had more hints.
I'm sorry. Kayaki is waiting for someone to tell him he can come out, by the way.
It seems not everyone was affected. Interesting. I assume he's yours.
Hello, miss. Are you with the angels that keep on being mean to us recently?
If you're referring to the 3 great angels, but of course. I am an archangel after all.
Great. Well, could you let Dormon go, first of all?
Amazing!
She throws Doraemon right back at you.
Okay, fuck.
As hard as she can. He slams into your chest, Sonia, knocking you off of Sheepmon. You start to fall. What do you do?
Well, Sheepmon, quick, probably turn around and shoot duds on the floor to somewhat make up for the sudden fall. Maybe, I don't know if she can react fast enough, but is it the best move I could take? Yeah, probably go ahead and do this. Yeah, and move around so Dorman doesn't get face first on the floor. Just I'll fall on my back, maybe on the duds. Hopefully, try to aim for where Shipman is going to shoot before she's shooting, because we need every little second we can. Yeah.
So you want to land on the duds to cushion your fall?
And on the duds, yes.
Cool.
Please.
Roll unique. We'll see what happens. To unleash your powers.
Unique. I will raise unique +3. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I have. Wait, I do have a condition. What does it do again? Directly. Yeah, no, it's fine. Plus unique +3 again. I love my unique rolls. And 10 it is.
Cool. You shoot little wool balls on the floor, which cushions Sonia's fall. She doesn't get hurt at all. She bounces off them and rolls to a superhero landing pose as she lands on her feet. Andrew Woman begins to descend, and she says, "The great angels tell me you're evil. but I believe that everyone has the capacity for good, no matter how dark they may fall.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you.
However, I
Could
see
you-
now there is a great evil in this one. She points at Sheepmon.
Here we go again.
Aha, dude!
I see now that the legends
Yes.
are true.
Check again.
Sorry, Taisto bursts into the scene mid-sentence.
Yes, of course I do.
That's enough!
Oh wow, Freddy's really loud. Sorry. Yeah, so Taisto screams from somewhere off screen that for her to check again, and the two, he and Flame Wizard Mon shoot into the scene on the backs of not the backs, they're surfing again on Flame Wizard Mon's matchstick staffs, and they like trails of fire shoot behind them as they cross over in the air and then circle Angel on both sides, and Flame Wizardmon does like finger guns towards the empty air while shouting magic ignition, and they seem to be launching some kind of like explosions at Angemon, probably ineffectually, but I don't know, who knows.
Yeah, so you fire some magical explosions at her, and she shields herself with her wing. She's like, "How rude! I was in the middle of speaking. Do you not have manners, Digidestined?"
Don't you angels have manners? We've already sent you guys packing, and we were already being checked by Sekermon and everyone. How about you go and pester someone who's actually evil instead of wasting your time with us?
My time is not wasted upon you, Digidestined. There is still hope for you. I can still bring out the light within you, she says.
Yeah, well, if it's anything like the light of your three great angels, we don't want it, thank you. Show him Flame Wizardmon. And Flame Wizardmon takes a sharp turn and then flies straight at Angelmon, trying to do something, I don't know, attack probably.
Roll to directly engage a threat with disadvantage.
3, 6, 9. I want to bring out some of my frustrations in here. So yeah, I think Dice is getting pretty fucking pissed at these angels constantly bursting in. We've had an angel incursion like every single session since the last time, since they got introduced. So I think Dice is getting pretty fed up. So as Flame Wizardmon is like reaching in, he gets enveloped in like an armor of fire as he goes to crash towards Angelmon. So clearing angry and taking the advantage. So it's just a regular roll, right? Yes.
If you gain advantage, it cancels the disadvantage.
So then because +2 and I'm afraid, so it's just a flat roll. 10.
Nice.
Cool.
Pick two of the options.
Yes. So this fiery Flame Wizardmon crashes into Angelmon, and there's and the camera pans really quickly back, and there's like a massive explosion that shoots these almost fireworky offshoots of these explosions out, and when the dust or the smoke clears, Angelmon and Flame Wizardmon are staring at each other mid-air, sizing each other up. So I think I'm going to resist or avoid Angelmon's blows, and then I want to impress her.
Cool. Yeah, she takes the explosion head on, unexpectedly strong. It starts to burn the feathers on her wings, which she unfurrows and tries to put out with the wind. which gives you an opening to like clock her in the face. And she wipes some blood off her chin and says, "Impressive. The Digidestined are powerful, as the legends say." And then she looks at Sheepmon and says, "Though the legends do speak of a monster that you hold within you, a monster that, if unleashed upon the world, will cause great calamity. I need to make sure that monster's in check."
Well,
Yeah, well,
this is
Sekirmon
my
left you with
job.
us.
She yells, "Heaven's charm!" and opens her wings. These rainbow lights appear in the sky, and instantly Flame Wizardmon feels the weight of his... he is a virus type, right? If I remember right.
Yes.
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 He feels the weight of his
Virus type,
virus cripple him as he drops to the ground in pain. I'd like you to take a powerful blow.
Is this from someone significantly more powerful than me?
Definitely.
Alright, thank you.
Wow, Sonya's suit is taking a while to get there. He's Karyaki floating out.
3d6. 9, so nothing. Basically nothing. Let's see, where is it? Alright, on the hit, so was a 9? Yes, mark a condition, sure. I cleared angry before, I'm just gonna mark angry again. She's getting on my nerves. And choose one. Yes. I think I'm going to. I think Flame Wizardmon is going to keep the attacker's attention. So while he has scored good, I don't think he is going to be completely out of it. You can tell that he's struggling against the Heaven's Charm and seems to be on the verge of breaking free, and Ageborn can't I think can't afford to lose sight of Flame Wizardmon because he's going to be back in the fight any second now. But that gives, since she's now occupied by Flame Wizardmon, I think Taisto is going to yell to Sonya like, "Where's Kakayaki?"
Yes, Sonya's going to take care of...
Whoops.
It's probably at this
take out
moment that Kagiaki bursts onto the scene. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah. She's going to take out the magic thingy, the totem. I don't. What was it exactly? What shape had it? Was it a stick? Like a staff? I don't remember what the.
It was like a
shape
small.
the-
It was a small trinket you could attach to your belt.
Okay, what kind of trinket?
It's ornate in nature. It's got a golden stick for a center, and it's got a circular silver a silver circle at the top of it with little triangular shaped dangly pieces falling off of the top of the circle. If you laid it flat on the floor, that circle might look like a sun, but obviously made of silver.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take up the sun symbol. Yeah, and I don't know how to contact Kageyaki in there, but yes, you can come out now.
Wait, actually, that was Sorcerymon's trinket. What did we actually put the trinket on for ours? Did we put it on Sorcerymon's other trinkets, or did we put it on something else? I can't remember.
No idea.
I don't remember
I
what the fuck
don't think we established that.
Okay, it's the same sort of trinket then.
Good.
Wait, so Sonya sends a message on the device. And Karayaki opens the portal from his side. Since he's the one who's gonna open and close the portals.
Okay, you open the portal.
Oh god, what the fuck?
Yes, so trouble ahead.
Wait, pause. Why are we fighting?
Well, I just no. She came in and tried to purify us by force because Shipman. But we haven't tried talking yet. To be fair.
Understandable. Hey
We're
you!
talking right now.
He says to Antiagomon. We've been pardoned by Sekamon. Why is this still happening? I'm so confused. You come and tell us that we're evil, so you're part. You send your dad. He says we're good. He leaves. You come back. What is this?
The three great angels wish for us to be judged. Wish for you to be judged by ourselves.
Then why did you send him?
Sekamon will be adequately punished if we are found that you are in fact evil.
Oh wow.
How the hell do you plan to do this? Like, the guy who literally has a sacred artifact specifically designed for this by your archangels. Thought we were good. What do you have?
The three great angels are seldom wrong. They believe you to be corrupt, unworthy, not the correct Digidestined.
Okay, but that's a paradox. If they are always right, but the artifact they created is wrong, then they are wrong.
I don't question my leaders, Digidestined.
But at this point,
I
you
simply
kinda
follow
are.
orders.
Like, you're not questioning their words,
Well,
you're
if they
questioning
send
their
us-
actions and abilities.
If they send you to judge us, that would mean that you should have your own opinion, right? On things.
My
Don't
opinion
go
is
there.
that
Don't go
everybody
there.
can be redeemed.
Yeah, I agree. So why don't we just calm down and talk this through? What would it take for you to trust us a little bit? I know I haven't made the right first impression, but
Show me your resolve against the darkness. The Digidestined are foretold to prevent the coming of an oncoming darkness. Show me you're capable of that, and perhaps I'll let you go.
okay,
How?
like
Because if you just want us to prove it by force, then that's not really good or evil, that's just strong.
Recent evidence showed that you are not capable of maintaining control.
oh man.
That
You
are
mean
a
when you
danger-
showed up and randomly tried to kill our friend?
That you are a danger and a threat to the digital world.
Because
Well,
according to him, those Angemon were literally out for blood. They weren't listening, they immediately went for the kill.
I am only here to make sure that the source is correct. Prove to me
Because
that you can band together against a threat, myself, and I shall let you leave, she says.
okay, but
She
again, force is not good or evil. Force is just force. That doesn't prove anything.
points to the sky, and a lightning bolt shoots down and lands in her hand. She catches it. She puts her other hand out, which has these little feathered flails, and places the arrow into her bow that she draws back and points towards Flame Wizardmon. What do you do?
Why are you all such barbarians?
Kageyaki!
Dormon, evolve! Teleport!
Kageyaki!
Digivolves into Silent Lukemonn.
Kageyaki, it's useless. as much as I would also wish to avoid a fight here. Oh, yes. Doesn't seem like these angels are amenable to a peaceful solution. I think we should just, show her what we're made of, and she can take a message back to her bosses that we.
Yes, that we're strong, so they'll send more people, so they keep sending people, so they keep getting beat up, so they'll keep sending. Fuck's sake, those barbarians.
We could rid of the Holy Angelmon, we're gonna get rid of Angel Woman as well. Flame Wizardmon, don't you dare flinch!
Oh.
We see him like struggling against the Heaven's Charm, and he like clambers to his feet. We can see that it's taking all of his muscle to stand up underneath the weight of Heaven's Charm.
Yeah.
Angel Woman is incredibly impressed. You can see it in her face that he's able to stand under such holy power.
Angel Woman, we are not the enemy of this world. If there's any one threat currently that is so powerful and is bad for this world and needs to be stopped, it's your bosses. If it takes
Actually, it's whoever Keramon is.
Well, okay, and Keramon, but that's we're already dealing with that one. Your bosses have no sense of justice in them. They have no sense of right. They have no sense of wrong. They consign innocence, eternal imprisonment and doom, and they start questioning the wisdom of their own judges. If it takes us beating you to show you that we mean business, and you can send a message back to them and tell us that we're coming for them, then so be it. Do your worst.
Whoa. God fucking damn it.
I'm standing up for something. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, roll to stand up for something.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, tell them we're here to beat you up. That will help solve the issue. Jeez. Right, my guy.
No. Okay. Hey, calm down. Now they're talking in my language. 10.
Nice. On a 10 plus... where is it? On a 10 plus...
Can't keep doing what they're doing, can't flee without addressing you, or can't attack you without losing status or position. Can't flee without addressing and can't attack me without losing status or position. For us, further. Yes.
So they can't attack you and they can't flee.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Knock it out, bitch!
So she's aiming her celestial arrow at you. When you say the real evil of this world are the people that you serve, your bosses, the 3 great angels, you see her face, like the side of her lip shoots up a little bit, like she's smirking, and she nods, changes her arrow's direction, and yells "Celestial Arrow!" and fires it directly at Sang Lutmon that's just digivolved and jumped up towards her. What do you guys do?
Jesus fucking Christ, what a... jumping away. Flame Wizardmon is going to at least try and jump in the way of the Celestial Arrow.
Shipmon would try to shoot the arrows with a bombs or grenades.
Kawayaki will try to use his shadow tentacles to halt the arrow.
We're all in this.
Wait, so Taisto's diving in front, Sonya's trying to cushion, Kageyaki's trying to tentacle the arrow.
Yes.
All
Cool.
this.
Power.
Let's see how much team we have. So
We haven't established that yet.
yeah, so we have 3 to start with. Does anybody have influence over everybody else?
Maybe.
No.
If anyone does, it's Sonya.
Does everybody have the
Not
same,
anymore.
Does everybody have the same purpose in the fight?
Well,
Well,
I have wait. No, I don't
You
have
don't
influence
have
with
influence
Taisto
with
anymore.
Top and Geromon's bullshit.
Yeah.
we want. I at least want to prove that we are not the enemy. I want to. Alright, sorry. Taisto wants to bang some sense into Angel Woman's head.
Kawayaki wants her to listen to reason.
I do want to prove to her that we're not a threat.
That is
That's
technically the same thing from all three of us.
Yes.
We're wording it differently, but
It's
We have the
basically the
same
same thing, it counts.
Are you ill prepared or off balance for the situation?
You think?
well,
No,
ish. Well,
I don't think so.
And
mean-
do any member of the
I mean,
team
there were two
mistrust-
issues, so yes.
Does any member of the team mistrust another member?
Yes.
Not this. Okay.
Who do you mistrust, Kageki?
Take a wild
Who
guess.
do you think? Who
Yes,
do
I
you
mean-
think?
That's going to take a while before it changes, my guy.
Cool. We have 3 team in the pool. So
Perfect.
let's roll with. Let's do, because Taisto said it first. We'll do Taisto rolls to defend, and you two can spend your team to boost that.
We can make it to 13, is that a crit? Not that it matters, but you know.
I mean,
super crit.
I think the team effort pays off. We see Flame Wizardmon jump in front of.
Oh, can I evolve? Can I try to evolve?
After this roll resolves.
Sure.
You jump in front of the Celestial Arrow. Then we see a whole bunch of cotton balls appear in front of Flame Wizardmon, which like take the arrow and cushion it against him so it doesn't hit him as hard. And then we see like Kagayaki reach up with his tentacles and rip the Celestial Arrow out of the air, and it clatters to the ground and strikes the ground and then disintegrates into data. Taisto, pick the option for defending Sandwich Bomb.
Grade school velocity rules, guys. Helps every time.
I'm going to take influence over. No, wait, I'm not going to take influence over that.
Good the fucking Raku.
Clearing condition would clear it from me. Yes, that is correct. Do I want to clear a condition from myself? I think I want to. No, I'll just add team. I'll add team to the pool. We did such a good job as a team that we're going to add team to the pool.
Cool.
Yay, friendship.
Friendship.
Friendship team. Yes.
We're strong.
Yes. And then let's see. There we go. Where is? There it is.
She says. Sorry, are you going to digivolve now?
She says what? She says what? She says what?
She says.
She can say it.
Very good, Digidestin. Show me more. She
God, you have such a fucking muscle brain.
she swoops down towards the dance party that you are having. What do you
All
do?
right. Well, I think
What?
we see a shot of Flame Wizardmon from like head on, as he turns around in the air and then shoots towards Angel Woman, and as he does, which is towards the camera, and as he does, he gets enveloped in this like bright white light and like a fiery like cape or something, and out of that light shoots out Mistimon, or might shoot out Mistimon. Let's see if it does actually. Yeah, barely works.
Barely shoots up Misty Rock.
Yes, Mistimon barely shoots out of there. But yeah, it's Mistimon. Mistimon comes out. Let me just real quick check. On a 7 to 9, it's just that. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, on a 7 to 9, it's just that. Alright. And he shoots towards Angel Momon, raises his blade up above his head, and tries to strike her down in one fell swoop.
Roll to directly engage your threat.
I'll certainly do that.
Well,
Choose one of the options.
you like 7 right now.
I certainly like 7.
We like it more than 6.
Yes.
Yeah, we that we do.
I think Mr. Mon is going to resist or avoid her blows.
Okay.
So he swings down at Angel Woman, barely misses her as she like jots back, but she tries to I don't know, use some holy magic on him, but it bounces off his armor. That's very thick. As the two of them clash in the air.
Cool. So we see a nice shiny spectacle of you slashing with your holy magic, with your fire magic, sorry, and her shooting back with some light magic from her wings. She like dodges deftly around your sword. I think she like taunts you by kicking you in the back when she does that, and she manages to barely dodge the blade that comes back after she taunts you. It puts her on the back foot, and I think I'm going to mark a condition on her, and she's going to... you see her like fly upwards and look off into the distance, and then after a short while she nods and flies back towards the others.
With this.
She once again grabs a lightning bolt out of the air and says, "Your turn, celestial arrow," and she fires it at Sheepmon.
Oh,
Teleporto desde.
well, I could, but I don't want to spam my
No,
powers again.
me.
Ah, you. Okay. Well, feel free.
Do you have a minus? But I do also have influence, so it's a +2.
So what are you doing to defend her?
Teleporting Shipman away.
Okay.
9.
Do you want to push that to a 10 with team?
That is not up to me.
Well, can I help myself with this? I don't think I can, right?
You
I mean, I can
help,
reach him.
You can help Kagiaki save Sheepmon, but like Taisto could also help if he chases Angelwoman and does something to help.
I was thinking more that, you know, since Angel Woman, since Mistimon evolved, or Flame Wizard evolved to Mistimon, Taisto doesn't actually have anything to fly on anymore. So he needs to be on the back of Sheepmon to do that, to be, you know, still in the fight. So I think basically Taisto would just be, if it all it takes is basically contact, Taisto could be reaching out, you know, towards Sangloopmon to establish that, you know, necessary contact for Sangloopmon to teleport us away. No, maybe.
Okay, so you're
Or I can, you know.
so you're trying to help him make the contact.
Yes.
Cool. Let's do that then. Team's down to 2. You pushed up to a 10.
Lovely. Defend.
On a 10+, you protect them and keep them safe. So you do teleport Sheepmon away to safety. And you don't expose yourself to any danger while you do that. You can either add another team to the pool, take influence over Sheepmon, or clear a condition.
Shipman specifically?
Sheepmon was the one in danger that you protected.
Okay, that could actually help in the future, I'll do that.
Okay, you have influence over Sheepmon. Note that somewhere on your... well, it's technically Pillar 1, but yes. Yeah, Pillar 1.
Yeah.
Let me
Whichever
just
one
say Demon Lord.
You only have influence over Pillar 1 when she's her champion level.
I have influence over the Demon Lord, okay? That's written as it should be.
Great. Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Now, what happens if you get double influence over an NPC? Do you get to fuck them up in some way?
I remove one of their moves and slap in something else.
Okay, you managed to teleport Pillarmon away from danger. The Celestial Aura buries itself in the ground again, and creates this massive burst of energy that causes a crater in the ground. And once again, the arrow disintegrates and disappears.
Have you no shame, Angel Woman? I think Mistymon's caught up with Angel Woman now, and the two of them are like hovering in midair.
She scoffs and says, "You protect her because she can't stand on her own 2 feet. Let her loose and the monster might break free," she says, as she looks down at Sheepmon.
We protect our team because we're not fucking sociopaths.
You think that they care about you, that they're your family, that they're your friends? When really they're scared of you. They're scared of you going into fights. Scared of you losing control again, she says to both you and Sonia. Sonia, I would like you to raise your reckless as she stirs some anger within you, saying that to Pillarmon. And I'd also like you to lower your superior. Do you accept this taunt from Angelwoman?
Well, the thing is, the reaction I have in mind would require me to me to just fall for the taunt, even if my instinct tells me that I won't fall for it. So I probably will. I'll raise reckless, superior down. That's it.
Cool. What does that look like? You falling for the taunt then?
Well, actually, I'll go and do this first. That's not true. They believe in me, and I believe in them. You want to see? You know what? I've already shown them that I could take care of it. I could handle it. My friends also could handle similar things before, and well, I'll show you right now. If I'm not able to handle this power and slide evolve Sheepmon into Sleepmon. First time in years, I can do that. That's true.
What does it look like when you slide evolve? Like, what's the on the screen animation of the slide evolve?
It probably would be the sheep turns into a ball and then pops out a smaller version. Well, I don't know actually. The ball would actually expand first, and the wool would disintegrate and leave behind the bigger than you'd think a Sleepmon in this continuity at least. Yeah.
And remind me, it was the Crest of Darkness that allows this to happen, right?
Yes.
So your crest starts glowing a black colour. The light crest turns into a moon shape on your Digivice as this happens.
Ooh, that's stylish. Moon shape, nice. I like this.
And yeah.
And Sleepmon is awake. Awake. Is on the field, and well, so far so good. No, still control over it. It's not as it doesn't rampage like the last time around. And I probably try and make Sleepmon tap into. I don't know if I want to do this right now. But that's to prove a point. Yes, that's to prove a point. Tap into her inner darkness and use Raging Eye, which is... I don't think we've ever seen this attack, but I'm guessing it's probably some sort of dark laser from the eyes. That's tapping into the power of a demon heritage. Yes, and turn against the Henchwoman to show that we can control said power.
Roll to directly engage a threat and do so with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because of the level difference.
Yes, that's right. Do I have anything direct language? Oh, yeah, I do. I have afraid. I forgot. -2, and it's
I
reckless.
want to offer you a little deal.
Oh, it's been a
Um,
while.
I want you. So I will allow you to roll without disadvantage if you let me use a curse on you after the roll.
You know, that's interesting. Let's go with this. And I'm probably going to lose the roll anyway, so it's going to be doubly fucked. But I've made my choice. Yes, without disadvantage, it's still a -2 unless I it's reckless, I think. So probably not. It's 0, so I must -2. Yeah. So without disadvantage, let's go and do this. Maybe we just try to reckless. Yeah. -2. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Whoa. That's not bad, actually.
It's,
You know,
hey,
-2.
that's not bad. Yeah.
Wow.
If anyone wants to help, they can add team to the pool. But I want to know, Kagiaki Tester, what's your reaction to seeing Sleepmon again, and it shooting evil laser beams out of its eyes?
Friendly reminder, half my abilities are shadow based.
That's valid. That's valid. She deserves it.
So
Half my abilities are shadow based. Come on now.
You're not actually taken aback by seeing this Digimon that trapped you in a dream return.
Well, it's.
I think Daisto might be a bit shocked. You know, he may have expected Luminamon rather than Sleepmon, but you know.
Okay, so
I think Daisto is more worried about, you know, falling to his death now that he's lost his right again than, you know.
Fair.
Yes, there's a bit of a shock, but Karayaki believes in them at this point, and it does appear to be under control. So,
That's nice.
Do you guys want to help push her to a 10?
no. That is slightly overkill.
Okay, in that case, it's an 8. Sonia, pick one from the options on directly engaging a threat.
I would like to impress them. Yeah, that seems fair enough. It's probably not the best thing to choose right now, but I would like to show them that yes, indeed, we can, at least for now, handle the situation. We don't need help right now. Yeah, not from you.
Cool. So you shoot your laser beams at her. She raises her hand and catches the laser beams in her hand. The power stops just like an inch from the actual palm. And she starts holding back the darkness with her holy powers. And it's actually incredibly strong. It starts to like push her back. And she starts to like struggle against this dark laser beam. And then she unfurls her wings and flies directly upwards, allowing the laser beams to shoot upwards into the sky, not hurting anybody. And she then says, "Enough! Heaven's charm!" And the rainbows you saw before expand further and weigh you all down. Sonia, I'd like you to mark. In fact, I don't want you to mark anything. I think that this is sort of like proving her right, proving you right over her, and it doesn't make sense to have you mark a condition here. But she pins you all down with her magic, and I'm going to do a curse on you, Sonia, like I said I was going to do. I'd like you to use chaotic powers. So the next time that you use your power, you have to roll your worst label, and it manifests in all the worst ways possible, and you tell us all about that when it happens. I'm just going to ring it in black so that I know that it's active.
Okay.
So it just
So
we don't get to do it by the end of the session.
Okay, so I also have to roll my worst label with this one?
What do you mean, sorry?
Doesn't say so, but apparently.
Yes, that's what you said. You said roll with your worst label with this one, but that's the Whisper of Doubt thing, right?
You will roll with your worst label on your next roll, the next time you use your power.
So the two moves are pretty much the same thing? Whispers of Doubt and Chaotic Powers?
Oh wait, sorry, I've looked at the wrong one. My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry,
okay.
The next time you manifest your powers, it manifests in all those ways. I make a hard move, and you're the cause. Okay, yeah, that's the one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I got them muddled up in my head. I thought the chaotic powers was Whisper of Doubt, and then
I don't want to make sure.
yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, chaotic powers. That's the one I picked. Cool. That's gonna happen the next time you use your power, i.e., the next time you use Sheepmon's powers.
Hopefully you can handle it before this. I'm counting on you guys.
Andrew Woman points to the sky to try and get another bolt of lightning, and it doesn't come. And she looks up at the sky and she's like shocked and a bit taken aback as to why they haven't appeared. And then you hear this deep, soothing voice.
Oh no.
Enough. They have proven themselves, Angelman. Stand down.
Gasp.
And Angelwoman bows, lands on the floor, on her knee, and bows to this large, dark beast of a figure, which materializes out of the darkness.
Out of the darkness.
Yes.
You see these
Okay.
extremely long, splayed out ears, long arms with gigantic fingers, an abdomen that's round, with two legs jutting out of the bottom, attached by these little golden metal plates, and a spiked star collar around his neck, two purple lines zigzagging down his eyes and face that run all the way down his body and all the way down his legs to the tips of his where his feet would be. He doesn't actually have feet. Cherubimon Vice has entered. Ex-antibody, might I add.
Wow, hey, that's a big
That
one.
complicates matters and makes them look really weird for being against virus Digimon.
Okay, so all right, so and who are you then?
I am Cherubimon. I am one of the three great angels, though I do not agree with the other two.
Well, we agree on that one.
Okay.
He floats towards you and says, I apologize. I sent Angelwoman here to test you. She too believes that the two other great angels are corrupt. They do not enforce true good in this world. They see only data and virus. I believe that virus, Digimon, should be embraced.
So you will excuse my thingy, but out of game.
Sorry, Kageyaki, your voice cut out. I don't know what you just said.
Yeah, I realized. I want to roll to see through him, because at this point...
Yep, roll to see through and go for it.
Yeah, that's probably a safe move.
6.
So we can
I
use.
want to help.
Yeah.
Sure, boost it.
I want to help.
How do you help see through him?
I think Taisto, as Kageyaki, Taisto notices that Kageyaki is looking real fucking suspicious, suspiciously at Cherubimon, I think he's going to lean towards him and
They begin whispering.
whisper his own intuition about the thing, and together they reach a conclusion of what is our conclusion.
Cool. You go up to 7. So on a 7, you get to I think it's ask one question, isn't it? Yeah, ask one question.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we go for what are you really planning, or what do you intend to do?
I think what are you really planning is what are you really planning? I think we should go for that.
What is he really planning?
He intends to take down the other 2 angels because he doesn't agree with their way of doing things.
Okay, that by itself isn't the worst possible outcome, I guess. Like, they are fucking...
At least he's not trying to immediately, I don't know, kill us or something.
Like, yeah, those 2 are kinda incapable buffoons at this point, from what we've seen. It's a miracle the thing's still working. Incompetent buffoons, apologies. English be English.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
What now?
Right, so...
Again, I apologize. I was testing you, seeing if you were, as the legends say, true heroes who can save off the darkness. I believe the darkness is not literal. The darkness may be light this time round. You see, the 3 great angels weren't always in a position of power. I used underhanded methods in order to reach the top.
Keep going.
You see, the digital world as you know it is but a shadow of its original self.
Dormon coughs.
The X program ravaged the world, reset it, factory reboot. Only those with an X antibody managed to survive. We 3 great angels had Yggdrasil start the process and gift us the X antibody. And in exchange, we got to take power. We were the most powerful Digimon remaining in the digital world after everything went down.
Wonder how the woman will react to this.
However, I believe my companions misled me. It was a bloodbath, a war, a horrible genocide. Put us into power, but at what cost? Seraphimon only stands around and orders his angels to eradicate virus Digimon. He doesn't care about true good or true evil. He cares about maintaining the status quo. Dophanimon, well, all she cares about's herself.
Sounds about right.
I've come here to ask for your help, Digidestined, as I believe you are the true good in this world, and this test has proved it. You've managed to overcome this power within you. He looks at Clockmon, and control it. Make it your own. Sleepmon, sorry. Why did I say Clockmon? Sleepmon. Sheep and sleep. Yeah, it makes difference.
It's true.
Yes, so he looks over at Sleepmon. Says, you've managed to control it, just as I have. I believe we all have a darkness within us, but rather than eradicating or purifying it, we should embrace it.
May I ask a couple of things?
Of course.
First, a condition on us helping you. We do not kill unless absolutely fucking necessary. We're really against that. That includes the Archangels.
And the second?
Second is, now that you say you're against them, it kinda explains what Sekermon said about you helping him find a way to get Digimon out of the Dark Zone, but I do have to ask, are you aware of the issue with the solution?
The issue?
Yes, you see, from our point of view and having met them and seen how things are, those virus Digimon, especially in the Dark Zone, have no opportunities for anything. They can't do anything. They live their entire life in misery, and then they perish, and someone stares at every single thing they did, and with full hindsight judges them based exactly on what they did. That system is a bit dysfunctional, I'm afraid.
You see, young Digidestined, the Dark Zone was meant for truly evil Digimon, but as I've said, Seraphimon is using it for his own personal gain. Removing the virus-type Digimon from the board allows him to maintain control over the digital world, as he sits atop his throne in the heavens. I did not set up this system, but I agree it's a necessary evil when used properly.
So basically, after we fix the situation, we really need to establish new order, new people in charge.
Yeah.
You know, turn the Dark Zone into a proper prison that reinstitutes Digimon into society stuff before they die and turn into something completely different.
I actually prefer rehabilitation center, but you know.
Yeah, sorry, that English.
Yes. Yes, you see, Cherubimon, we are kind of, you know, we're already going to be trying to deal with your buddies, as we were. There's just a tiny hiccup here that we're kind of busy with trying to stop the end of the world already. So is there like some kind of a timetable we need to work on here, or?
The longer Seraphimon remains in charge, the greater the turmoil in the digital world. Virus-type Digimon will continue to be judged incorrectly and sent to the Dark Zone, where they will live out the rest of their pitiful lives, perish, and be stripped of everything that makes them unique, so they become blind followers of the angels. Seraphimon plans to take matters into his own hands very soon. He intends to eradicate this world of all virus-type Digimon. But to do that, he intends to take you off the board.
Oh, really?
That's why he's been sending forces. That's why he's been branding you evil. He believes that your presence in the digital world threatens his power. The Digidestined are legend to be the greatest power of the digital world beyond anything that exists here naturally. Seraphimon feels threatened by this.
Well, he should.
No, actually, that makes sense.
Well, we kind of so we're in a hurry. Sure.
No, look at it this way. If we help, then we have a very powerful ally to help us deal with the very big darkness.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, Cherubimon. In exchange for our help with this, we don't deal in this kind of things. But we would kind of appreciate if you could help us with our problem afterwards, if we help you with this one. Can we count on your support?
But of course,
Excellent.
I have many angels and many other allies on my side. They will help you when the time comes, but for now, I must return to the Three Great Angels. They can't suspect that I've turned on them, or they will come for me.
Did he reply to the no-killer rule?
Couldn't you just whisk us with you, take us with you, and we can, tell this in one fell swoop?
If I take you with me and you fail, they will kill me. I am not as powerful as they.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do then?
Well, we can create an opportunity. If we can work together, we can maybe not barge in while they're at their strongest and communicate. I don't know.
Ideally, we should reach ultimate level before we deal with them.
Yeah, maybe.
But we already. Oh right, you guys haven't.
Seraphimon intends to send another of his assassination squads your way. Perhaps you can use them to get back to the heavens.
Rafimon. So he's the one responsible for. Wait.
He is the Deus Vault New World Order guy, yes.
Seraphimon is responsible for everything. Ophanimon is only in it for herself. She only wants the power that comes with her position and her status.
So can we maybe convince her to join us somehow, do you think? If she's not actively against us.
She would only join us if her position wasn't threatened.
Yeah, that. From the sound of it, we don't want her as an ally in the first place.
Well, maybe, but I don't like needless fighting. And I haven't met her yet, so I don't know how mean she is, you know? But,
Well, we've met their workers.
You are a breath of fresh air, Digidestined.
Well,
for too long have I heard people be judged before they take their actions.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. Thank you. We just to make sure, could you send us like a letter or something afterwards, you know, detailing your whole philosophy? Because we're kind of, after we've dealt with your buddies, like Kagayaki said, we need recruits, so we would like, we need someone else to run the show, and would like to open tryouts pretty soon. If you want to drop in an application, that would be appreciated.
I think he takes it as a joke, but at the same time, he agrees that the Free Great Angel shouldn't be running the show. The digital world was much greater when the Royal Knights were not subservient to us. Perhaps they need to be in charge.
Did you say the Royal Knights are subservient to you?
Yes. To the Free Great Angels.
Oh shit, we're dead.
You see, in the past, before the Great Reset, many of the Royal Knights were given the X antibody as well by Yggdrasil. Many disagreed with Yggdrasil and tried to fight against it, but they ultimately perished. And then there was the rebellion. A group of virus Digimon led a charge against Yggdrasil, a final battalion to try and stop the X program from ravaging the world.
Cough.
2 more Royal Knights died that day. There are not many remaining, but they are subservient to us.
Who's remaining?
He gives you a list. I'll tell you in chat later.
Because that's information you kind of want.
He does list that one of the Royal Knights agrees with him.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And that Royal Knight is Jesmon.
Jesus, it's good.
The others, however, they side with the other 2 Great Angels.
It's fine. Jesmon is hacked. We can solo him with him.
No. Jesmon is on our side. He can solve the others.
Yes, that Jesmon is hacked. He can straight up solo.
Yes. So we're fine. Also we can count on Dukemon flipping. No wait, Dukemon is dead, right?
Yeah, I think Grand Dracmon murdered him, I think.
He tried, but he didn't do it in time.
Oh right, yeah, he didn't. We didn't see him die.
So Magnamon is the one who killed him.
So Magnamon. Wait, which one died? I know one of them died. Which one died? Was it Magnamon or Gallantmon?
Magnamon did the Pew thing and just killed everything in sight, including the Dukemon who was under the rumble and dazed and stuff. So he's dead.
Okay, so Dukemon's dead. Cool.
All right, good. Well, I mean, Dukemon is nice, but you know, it would have been confusing.
He's a royal. Yeah. Royal are always bad. Nobles.
All right.
Now, did he reply to the no kill thing, by the way? Didn't catch it if he did.
Pardon, sir?
Did he reply to the no kill clause?
So did who regret the new no kill clause?
Did he reply to the no kill clause?
Oh, yes, he did. Sorry, I thought you said did he regret the no kill clause, and I was like, regret what
God,
about
no.
it? No, he said, unless absolutely necessary, no lives will be taken. You have my word.
Nice. Good.
Let's
I
take
too
everything
wish
at
to
face value,
see
Hope.
as little bloodshed as possible, though I believe Seraphimon may not make it as easy for us as we'd like. I must return to the heavens. They must not suspect a thing.
Okay.
But when the
Thank
time
you once
comes,
again.
I will aid you, he says, as his skin turns a whitish pink. The darkness fades away from around the Icon City. You hear the music of the Gekomon start to play again, play the tango. And Cherubimon and Angelomon fly back to the heavens.
Here's my number.
Well, I'm sure they'll be able to contact us whenever they.
Cool. And I'll send a list of the Royal Knights that are alive in the chat in a second. But I'll end the session there. Let's do experience and stuff.
Well, I'll be damned. Actual glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
That's a
I
new
ready
one.
for friendship. Not
Uh,
everything wants to kill us. Would you believe this?
Let's start with Sonia. Mark potential if you want to, and then have you gone closer to, further away from the others, or into your own image of yourself?
That's interesting. There's actually a good argument for all three of them in this episode. I believe the defining feature for Sonia this time was probably growing into her own image of herself right at the end when she managed to control her inner darkness for the first time for the first time, I think. Actually using the darkness power without any drawbacks so far. I know the curse and all that, but yeah. So what would it be? Savior up or superior? Maybe savior because we're more heroes now. And I don't know what would be down.
Savior makes sense since you were told fuck you, you're evil, and you went fuck you, I'm not.
Excuse me. What?
Savior makes sense to go up because you were told fuck
Yeah.
you, you're evil, fuck you, I'm not.
Yeah. I'll do this. Savior up and go down. I'm not sure. I just had reckless up, so I don't know. That was pretty reckless of me anyway, so I don't see. I guess superior or kind is the. I've not done anything not kind. So superior down, savior up. Yeah. I'll just switch these two.
Let's do Kageaki next.
I'm tired of growing into my own image, so I'll just let Sonia fuck me over.
Oh, nice. I didn't watch. I can't move the one that is maxed, right? That is locked.
You can't move
which
the
one?
Savior, yes.
Savior is locked. Okay, so I can move
Yeah.
everything else.
In theory,
So what would you like to see Kageaki be more like?
all I'll say is in theory you can move everything else, yes.
What could I do?
Also, don't I get something else from that as well? If I remember correctly, end of season, ground closer, give influence and clear condition, yes.
That's fine. So, yeah.
I'll clear insecure at this point because we got help.
I'd like maybe for you to be less unique and more kind. She's default kind. Just she still sees that you don't get along with Thaisto. That's not going to change. That's not going to change, obviously. But she probably would want would want to change this. So kind up and what did I say again? Unique down. I think.
Yes,
You
unique down.
want to see Kageaki be more relatable to other people,
Yeah.
and not be as isolated. Is that basically what
Yeah.
you're trying to say? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Also, Kageaki,
Also,
your labels are high as heck.
I also leveled up.
Yeah, I do.
Got +5 in your labels. That's really cool. What are you
Nice,
gonna take?
nice, nice.
That's a good question. I feel like I'm going to be talking to some people that are really far up there, so I'll take Golden Cruel.
So, as if to be the antithesis of what Sonia just gave you, you're gonna take Golden Cruel, which is perfect. So you take that from the Sincerity playbook. Golden Cruel is when you shut somebody else down, roll superior. On a 10 plus, mark a condition on them, make them lose influence over you, take influence over them. On a 7 to 9, choose one. You each inflict a condition on one another, you both lose influence over one another, and on a miss, they gain influence over you.
That's really fun because, it's not even that good.
That's going to be really powerful against Taisto, who can't gain influence over you. But then again, you can't gain influence over them either, so you can just use it to like inflict conditions on each other, I guess.
They were just like over the 5-year-olds that are doing the slappy thing with the arms stretched. But yeah, I take it because I feel like we'll be talking to a lot of fucking Angemons and stuff that they refuse to listen. So it seems fitting.
Yeah, that's true.
And finally,
How
Taisto.
do I move it again?
Yeah, I already took mine. So
I'll combine the cells into one, like this, maybe.
Yeah. So I took grow into my own image of myself. I raised unique and lowered kind. Has been
This much.
not much. Like that's basically what happened. Yeah, more unique, less kind. That's to go into his own image of himself. Yeah, pretty much so.
So what you're saying is Taisto is becoming less relatable to the others and is becoming more isolated.
Not necessarily out of his own volition, but yes, that is basically what's happening.
Cool.
There seems to be some kind of a social force in the group that seems to be hell-bent on pushing Taisto out while also complaining about Taisto being so far away. Literally can't win.
Yep.
So
That's a
maybe
game.
Taisto is starting to, yeah.
You can actually listen.
There is literally nothing that Kage has ever said has made any
God damn
sense
it.
whatsoever.
Made it a bit too big again.
Uh-huh. Something, outside views, and all the rest.
Oh, I just
The thing is, I think Kagayaki is just so, I don't know, unconditional, like far more unconditional and far more difficult to work with than anyone else, because it's either his way or literally no one else's way whatsoever ever again, which makes it very difficult since Taisto doesn't want to do things Kagayaki's way. So I guess this will be stuck with this forever.
Until, you resolve a character arc and decide, you know what, we can come up with a plan together.
I tried, but Kagayaki is literally so unforgiving that he's never going to let anything go. He's yeah, basically.
You keep on going, guy.
I mean, that is the thing here. Like, no matter what Taisto does, Kagayaki's always going to be like, oh well, remember that one time you did that thing and that thing. Well, too bad. Fuck you. So no, I don't think it's possible for us to work too closely together until Kagayaki comes the fuck down.
Well, you'll certainly never get along. That much is clear.
Oh, yep.
We'll see, but yeah. Yes, I'm done with my end of session stuff.
Cool.
Also, I just wanted to point out, I cleared Insecure because I did reckless stuff without talking to the team when I attacked.
Oh, right, conditions and stuff.
I think you also flung yourself into an easy relief with that dance, so...
Yeah, I did. I cleared that earlier already before even saying anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm going
about
to be
this-
afraid for a fucking while, apparently.
What?
I never run from things, so I'll be afraid for a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so about conditions and stuff, would you say that me carrying away in the conversation early on with when Cutemon said potentially hurtful things count as me running away from something difficult?
Yeah, because you
Or
decided not to pipe up, so that's definitely running away from something
Yeah.
difficult.
So I'll bloop this up. And would you say that me talking about how we all managed to control the darkness and stuff constitutes talking openly about the darkness? That probably does.
I mean, you literally became the darkness.
I mean,
So-
you managed to control the darkness, but did you talk about it?
I mean, we talked about how we could manage it and how the others could manage it as well, and we're doing better about it, right? We didn't shy away from it, right? Yeah.
But when we say talk about the darkness, we mean your darkness, right? So did you speak specifically about your own struggles or Pillowon's struggles?
Well, I mean, if you want to have a specific conversation, then, I mean, isn't me showing up with my cool new pet, cute new darkness goat, Well, okay, it's fine. Next time I'll get you. Next time.
Yeah, so after credits scene, I guess.
Time for people to die.
Yes. I can't wait for people to die. I love seeing death.
Let's see, what am I gonna do? I think we're gonna see the familiar throne room that we've seen on the screen before. We see
Which one?
We see the one that we saw from Sonia's vision, where Einari would eventually end up. We see the back of the throne, the green arm with a golden bracelet resting on its the arm of the chair. We see a couple of Digimon in front of him. We see a small sort of Harlequin-looking Digimon with floating cards around him, kneeling down, and we see a Piedmon in front of him kneeling down. And we see Lampmon say, as the camera pans and shows his face,
Can't believe it.
You have done well, my subjects. The next target are the Digidestined. They pose too great a threat to my plan to be left unchecked. Don't fail me again, as Mummymon did. Or there will be consequences. And we see Piedmon and the small Harlequin-looking Digimon float up, stand up. They nod and say, "It'll be done, my lord," as they turn heel and leave. And we see him rest his hand against his face and say, "Soon. Soon I'll be able to roam this world once more. Soon." And then we cut to black.
But I thought the big bad was Parrotmon. You said green hand with a golden bracelet.
Yeah, it's obviously Paramon in disguise. No. Yeah, I thought it was about time I revealed him, because you basically all guessed who he is anyway.
That's true.
Yes, but in fairness, it was purely meta knowledge.
Yes, purely meta knowledge. It's still purely meta knowledge, because that was an after credits scene and the Digidestined haven't seen that. Yes.
Also true.
So it was,
And then I think we're also going to have a mid-scene credits that happened before this after-scene credits.
oh wow.
We cut to the horrible-looking laboratory with Caramons in test tubes and glowing green goop. We see Higeki there. He's strapped to the table. And he says, "You say that you can make me stronger. That I've forgotten something. That I need to be fixed. You say that you can give me this power so that I can stand beside the others." Yes, I can. He can. Yes, they can. You see, my friend, all you need is to become a Digidestined. Once more, he says, and he clamps down these metal things around Higeki's wrists to keep him in place. He says, once more? I don't understand. Oh, but you will, my friend. You see, I have a doctor here who can help you, he says. And from out of the darkness, this figure appears. They're tall. They have a pointed nose and ears that stick out of the back of a green hood. They have test tubes all over their body implanted inside them. This is my friend. He is going to help you remember. Yeah, remember. Remember who you were, Higeki. And Higeki says, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. You're scaring me, Caramon. I've heard bad things about you, that you hurt people. I hurt no one, my friend. I grant them their deepest, darkest desires, and if that bites them, that's on them. I always let them have a way out. If you don't want the power to stand beside your friends, the door's right there. I can take these clamps right off. But unlike this one, you will not be able to stand beside them. You will not be able to help them from making the greatest mistakes they'll ever make. And from out of the shadows, we see a Nari step out. He has a small Digimon beside him that's obscured by the back of his legs.
Oh.
And we cut to black. There's Higeki sees a Nari sort of nod and say it's okay, and then Higeki nods and Caramon begins allowing his friend to do something to Higeki's memories. And we cut to black.
This is fine, everything's fine.
Oh,
Everything is fine, guys. There's no problem here.
oh, that's
I do have a question though. Who's Higeki?
yes, that's true.
No, I remember him. I just remember him being an NPC at this point.
Yeah, because
He was a guy?
all you remember about Higeki at the moment is
He hates me.
he hates you and you blew his legs off, but you don't remember him being your friend, which is weird. But yes, he has succumbed to Caramon. And
This
we'll
is
leave it
fine.
there. So next time on Digimon, do you want to see anything in particular? Is there anything you want to do in particular? Last time you said you wanted 5 minutes to talk. I gave you a full 3 hours to talk, so I hope you appreciated that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yes, things actually fucking happened.
What should we do?
Next time on Digimon Vortex, the chosen ones make a significant discovery that's going to help them on their quest. Might help them in their quest. Let's go with that. Yes, might help them in their quest. Quests. Not in plural.
Cool.
I'm afraid that I'm going to die before we get to the end of both of these.
Don't worry about it.
We still going on. Do I
Next
manage
time
to...
on Digimon Vortex, somehow Testo's potential reverts back to 0, but he keeps all of his super cool evolutions. What?
Sorry, did I miss anything? Because if not, I actually managed to go through the entire session without getting any potential again.
I mean, it's because you're towards the end of your playbook. Your labels are very high at the moment. You have a +5 overall in your.
You have like 2 left feet starters.
Oh, I did actually.
There's the 1 and there's the 4.
I mean, you rolled a 2 left feet, but
I
it
rolled,
doesn't.
I missed twice, so fuck.
The 2 left feet doesn't really count as a proper roll, so I wouldn't give you
Alright.
potential for
Well,
that.
I missed once. Okay.
What did you
You
miss?
need to remind me when
Other
to.
than
You
that?
need to remind me when to mark potential because I will forget.
When was the other time you missed?
That's the one for when I tried to reject influence. I tried to reject. the
Right.
influence.
Ah, yes.
You
It
didn't-
makes sense. Yes. Cool. But yeah, the reason that you don't fail very often is because, as you can see from your stat line, you have +5 overall in stats, and at the start of the game you start with +2.
It's not that much more, to be honest. +2. What?
Sorry, +3 at the start of the game. Sorry.
2. Yeah, +3. Yes.
So technically you start with +2 and then you add 1 at character creation. But yeah.
Yeah.
So you've
Oh
gone
well.
up
Anyway,
significantly in power.
it's not that much more, to be honest.
And most of your labels are positive. That's the main thing.
Well, they weren't before this session.
But yeah.
Actually, yes, they were. They still were. Yes, they still were. Most of them were. Yes.
I think Kageyaki's in the same spot as well, where his labels are +5.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
they
they
are.
are, but they're also fucked.
Sony's a +4 at the moment, so
Yes.
yeah, slightly more likely to fail, but not too more likely. I liked that after scenes credits. I think it sets up quite a few things that are going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you guys leave then. If you'd like to have a nice evening.
Evening, it's midnight.
Oh, is it midnight your time?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it
past
was-
midnight for us. Yes.
I thought it was 11:30 for you guys.
It is for me.
It is for Elephant. For Elephant,
Yep.
it is. For me and Ellie, it's midnight basically.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll let you leave so that
We're
you
2
can have a
hours
good
ahead.
night's sleep. And yeah, catch you again.
Well, that's
are we
already
on for
whatever.
next Sunday?
Yes,
I am.
normally.
I have no
We should.
obstacles.
So
I am.
So the only thing that can get in my way is I have a guest over, and they're staying from Saturday to Sunday. I don't know what time they're leaving on Sunday. They should be gone before we start the session, but I don't know. So I'll let you know closer to the time if I know when they're going to be leaving. But it shouldn't get.
Well,
away.
if not,
It
we'll have
shouldn't
an extra
start it.
player with us.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Yeah, they don't role play,
Thanks now.
unfortunately.
Too bad.
And I don't think they like Digimon either, as far as I'm aware.
Oh no!
Fuck, I
That's
can't believe
extra
you've done
bad.
this.
I mean,
So why are you hosting them again?
Oh, it's my wife's cousin. But yeah, I have to be a good.
You're a
house
friend
host.
with this person.
I have to be a good house host and not abandon them. But
Yeah, fair enough.
they,
well,
they should hopefully be gone before 7 o'clock, so it shouldn't affect our game. I just thought I'd mention it just in case it comes up. But
Good to know.
next Sunday should be fine.
All right.
Awesome.
Wait,
Fingers
I
crossed,
wonder.
knock on wood.
We should probably talk to Logan at some point because he didn't say anything today. So I don't know if he wants to stop playing with us or what. Because, well,
I mean,
I don't know.
sometimes he just disables his pings, and so he doesn't get them, and then he finds out like 2 hours later he'll come off a game, and then he'll be like, "Oh shoot, I forgot it was the session,"
That's true,
or
but
but
he'll fall asleep.
yeah, but
in front of
considering
his
how
computer.
often he forgets,
Yeah, that's
how
bit-
often he forgets,
you know,
Mm.
he's
it'd be once
he's
in a
supposed to
while.
how many
I
more
wouldn't
sessions
say,
is
but
it? Because I'm pretty
been
sure
consistent.
he's missed more sessions than he's been in.
it seems right.
By a long shot, by the way.
Yeah. Definitely need to make sure that he's still wanting to play. I think he still does.
Yeah.
I think it's just the timing of the session might not be good for him.
Maybe, but we'll need to change that if possible then. But yeah, we need to have a talk to sort this out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think everyone else is pretty content with appearing usually on Sundays. I think.
Yep.
Pablo's only not appeared today because of what happened. Whatever it was.
Yeah, that happens.
But yeah. We'll have that chat, but yeah.
Yep.
I've got to get going now, so good night.
Well, until
Okay,
next
good night.
time, folks. Be ready for another thrilling adventure of Digimon Vortex.
We